line. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. From the virtual Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta, we welcome you to continued coverage of season number 2 of the NASRA Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series. Tonight is the 49 North Collision 225. Exclusively broadcast coverage simulcast on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. And if you're listening on the radio in the Carolinas, on CRN, the Community Radio Network. I'm Wesley Outland, Bigglestein hopping alongside Super Speedway Atlanta. This should be a wild one tonight. There's a look at the schedule, where we are. Gen 4 last week. Peyton Johnson won Charlotte. Now the Super Speedway Atlanta, the next gen cup car. This should be a humdinger here. Good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, Bigglestein Hopton. How you doing, buddy?
Yes, good afternoon there, Wesley. Exactly. It's, next gen cars, of course, we're here at Atlanta. I thought it's Echo Park. Isn't it Echo Park?
It is Echo Park. It's Echo Park Speedway Atlanta. It is, yeah.
That's correct. Yeah. Okay. We're not going green, but I'll tell you what, we do have a schedule to go through there. Well, not a schedule, my friend. We've got a grid. We need to see who's driving, who's going to be lining up, and who's going to be in the front, and who's going to be the back.
Let's go racing. Let's get it. Cue up the music, Mr. Engineer. Time to introduce the starting lineup. Yes, sir. NASRA Cup Series ready to roll. And it is Josh Rodriguez, the Nighthawk, number 6 on the pole. To the outside of him, Brandon Broadfoot of the number 22, the Chico from California. Landon Kelly and Tristan Bruce will make up row number 2. Tristan Bruce from Denver, North Carolina. Then we got Sean Garrett and Matt Garrett, the family, on row number 3. Thomas Aaron, Trevor Williams, row 4. Defending champion Jeff Burke from Florida. Kevin Edwards to the outside. Of course, he was the winner at Daytona. Jackson Wade and Anthony Harden, Mr. Mustache, will start in row number 6 there, D.
Heading over to the Bulldog of Adam Newton in 13th place alongside with Coalfield, the man from the Bandits Motorsport that's been hammering of late. Let's see our hands of here tonight with Andrew Orlowski and Justin Clapper alongside with him with the Peyton Johnson and Randy Nichols. Then you go to another Johnson, the tiny horse there of Ryan Johnson alongside with Matt Cherry. Buzzy Lightyear Mongold with Roger Diebold, Brian Chu and Joshua Suss, 23rd, 24th.
Moving on to the continuation of the lineup, we're going to find Raul Meza and Steven Lachinsky right there in the Munster Jam 99. Brandon New and Shane Trotter from Asheboro make up row 14. Tony Burleson, Ben Scanlon, row 15, your top 30. Cody Knotts in the house from Madera, California. Robert Walton in 66. Then it's going to be Joshua Corner, followed by Matt Hudgens, Dan Hagan, Jeffrey Johnson, row 18.
A few more across there. Drew Balasayas there for the 37th place. That's how many cars we have here. We have Matt Holmes, Chase Albright, Brandon Schumann, Dean of Deans there. That's one Dean there. And Huck will be alongside it. And that will be it actually with, that's the field here this evening, my friend. 42
It is.
Brave, gladiating souls.
What a lineup. What a lineup of drivers ready to go. Here's a look at the race analysis for tonight. There it is. Stage 1, 40 laps. We'll go to green flag conditions into stage number 2. We'll stay green flag. They're going to go another 60 laps after that. That'll be stage 3. 150 laps. And it looks like it's going to be straight green to checker. Right? It's literally like a regular race distance. Even though there's stages, stage points on the line, we will still stay under the green flag. We're glad you're here. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Atlanta Motor Speedway, now known as Echo Park Speedway Atlanta. But one thing, since the reconfiguration, the repave, it is super speedway style, like Daytona, Talladega, on 1.5 miles, ready to come to the line. We're green. Let's go racing. The North Collision 49 is underway. The collision. Yeah, I'm done. Screw that name up.
You've had a collision.
Let's go racing.
It's all good.
49 North Collision 2 is underway here in Atlanta.
Families are so fast.
The rumble, the thunder of these cars as they fan out into turn number 3. This race will start in the dusk and go into the night. As right now, give the opening lap to Rodriguez in the 6. Kelly right on his back door. They work their way into turn number 3.
This could go by very quickly if we all get, well, we are going to be staying green, of course, at the stage breaks there, Wesley, but, well, with 80% fuel capacity, they could go pretty deep in this one, and if we stay green, this race could be over even blink as they make their way around and start lap 3.
Already 2 laps completed. Awesome camera angles as they rumble into the corner. Rodriguez on the whole shot. Jumped out to the early lead.
Here we go.
Drivers working their way around the racetrack. Here we go. Look at this now. Jeff Mark up high. He's got to run with Walton up on the top side out of 4.
So the concentration level of Jeff Merckers, they're too wide at the moment. We were thinking about 3 wide just yet there, gentlemen. But putting the power down, absolutely. Concentration levels through the roof. The cars are just getting a little bit loosey-goosey at the moment. And you've got those vacuum cleaner winds that are sucking the cars into each other in the dirty air.
Trapped. Yes, sir. By the way, I think I said it was Robert Walton. My apologies. It's Jackson Wade that Merck's behind. The 96 on the high side. And now he'll settle it on the outside lane as they work back. Bull got a nice side draft on Bruce. Bruce in 23, car 3 on the track. As they work down the back straightaway. Rodriguez in the lead. Kelly right on his back door. The Garrett family now in the top 5. That's going to be the number 8 machine. And there goes Wade up high. Merck will follow. Around Tristan Bruce out of 4.
You got the T. Bruce fan out there from Chandler Smith saying, let's go T. Bruce. He's always on the track there with Jeff Merck somewhere on the line, isn't it? No teammates in this series, but inseparable with Pookie Jr. Just in the lead. He's led every lap of this race so far. Lennon Kelly give him a nice little push from behind.
Working back off the corner. Off the 3 and 4, here they come down to the tri-oval, or the dog leg.
Oh, there's a bump.
Little bump there by Kelly to Rodriguez, lets him know he's there. Garrett right there, about a half a car length back. So is Aaron and Newton, they're all right now, single file. Top 7, top 8 cars, single file behind them. It is nose to tail, side by side, behind the top 8 as they work in the back stretch with Rodriguez on the bottom in 3.
And check out those gains at the moment, they're just a few places. In fact, if anything, have a look at the tiny horse, Ryan Johnson. He's up 10 already. He's got a way of doing that, doesn't he, from his qualifying? He finds his way to get to the top at the front to at least give him a shot there at getting stage points, if not race victories.
Up high, Rodriguez, Kelly, Garrett, Aaron, and we got trouble. Crash in turn number 2. Brian Chu collected. So is the 16 machine. Whoa. And they're still crashing. I think Cody Dodd just piled in there in the 26. A massive multi-car crash coming down into turn number 2. And the yellow flag will be showed here on the first time tonight. Watch it again. Looks like a bad bump draft. Cofield, Brian Chu. Brian Chu tried to collect from there. It's everybody trying to dart left and right, and they crash on from here.
Yeah, nowhere to go for a few of those cars sticking up to the outside fence, isn't it? Bit of a hard lick.
Brian Chu, Shane Trotter.
Quickly too, Wes. Look at this. There it is.
Watch this again. There it is. Von Gold right in the middle of that sandwich between him and Cofield was Chu. Around goes the 51. He saved it, but then he fishtailed the car, got hit from the 19, and from there with Newton's contact, everyone else involved. Cody Dodd spinning. There's, of course, Shane Trotter. There's another blue and white car that slams into the 51 right about now. Or actually, correction, that was Burleson into the 16 of Trotter, I meant to say.
There you have it.
That's Matt. I'm sorry, that's actually not Burleson. It's actually the 49 of Chase Albright. And cars damage on pit road. Here comes Johnson and others coming down to the pit lane.
Early pit stop as well, too. Merck's gone in there. Edwards, Caulfield, Randy, Stephen, Roger Diebold, Joshua Sussex. So you essentially got, as you can see in the top, get your pit stop there, right there, Ryan Johnson. You've essentially got about half the field that have elected to go down. Just for a top-up, remember there, Wesley, we We did speak about at the top of the show there, 80% fuel capacity, so you can go pretty deep into this race. You'd imagine you may be able to go to the end of stage 1. However, these drivers have elected
I'm thinking
not.
35, 40 laps on the set of fuel, on a tank of fuel. Yeah.
So that means
Top
now
five
that these
now.
drivers have gone in, they could go to the end.
Rodriguez, Kelly, Garrett, Aaron, and Newton now the top 5. I was giving you the top 5 before station identification. If you're listening on the radio, we're back in a moment here from Atlanta.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Caution out in the early going of the 49 North Collision 225. Welcome back to our coverage at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. I'm Wesley Outland, Dean Hopton alongside a multi-car accident in turn number 2. Damaged a lot of vehicles, and now we'll re-rack, restack, 1 to go at the line, and we'll get ready to turn them back loose for a restart here.
Yeah, exactly there, Wesley. Don't forget about those the no fast repairs. Here currently are your points standing at the moment. Of course, that little padlock next to the names means those drivers are already qualified into the playoffs. However, it won't prevent them from wanting to win more races, because winning more races also denies other drivers from getting a lock into the playoffs as well.
Randy Nichols with a couple of wins this year. Kevin Edwards won Daytona for Ruthless Motorsports. Look at that, by the way. 15th in the point standings because he hasn't made some of the races, but he won Daytona, got a lock. He's in the playoffs. Ryan Johnson, Randy Nichols, 1 and 2 in the points, only separated by 3 points before the playoff reset. Look at how close that is right there.
Yeah, that's the beauty of getting an early win, isn't it, as well? So you know that you've got a bit of breathing space for the rest of the regular season before you get into those playoffs. That's what everybody would like, and of course, you get yourself a nice win, you're into those playoffs, and then you can battle it out as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing. Pace car's in, Wesley.
Oh, got a car in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Thomas
goodness. Thomas Aaron is in the fence. As the field is coming to green, he's got a toe to the pit lane, and we're back underway. This is green flag back out. Whatever happened to Thomas Aaron, he had to toe to the pit lane. And now we go back to green flag with Rodriguez. Got some company. Here comes Kelly on the outside. Darren on the bottom. Here comes Newton in the 4. Bruce in the 3, and they're all on the bottom licking their chops on the top out of 4.
Yeah, you got to remember at the moment the top 16 or so drivers, Wesley, did not let to get in a pit road. So the rest of those drivers that did get a pit road have lost that track position, but they are from 17th downwards. Exactly on that one. Something may have been a technical issue or something like that with that car earlier of Thomas Aaron. He had to tow. No way you could keep that car there when everybody was going green flag.
Back straight away into the 3rd turn. Up the banking goes Rodriguez, and way high goes Kelly. Kelly was right behind the leader, Rodriguez, in the start of things. Now he's fell back to 7th, 8th position with Justin Clapper, Fuzzy Mongold. There's the thundering herd flying back action.
Yeah, I think Jimmy.
Turn number 1 and 2.
Jimmy on there says it looked like it might have been a disconnection of a wheel or something. I think something definitely disconnected there. Some sort of technical issue, and that was the retirement in the car. But I don't want to take away from the action, of course, of the green flag race that we have at the moment there. Newton's up 10. Andrew Olowski's up 10, Justin Clapper's up 10, Bozzy's up 14, and 17 up there for Raul Mesa, probably wearing his famous singlet that he has this evening. So let's have a look what Raul's Mesa, here he is. He's got it on.
He is got on his
we got a
black
caution.
tank top shirt, and we got a caution trouble. Tristan Bruce turned in the wrong direction. No, that's Matthew Garrett. Two number 3s on the racetrack. One is Matthew Garrett. The other one is Tristan Bruce. Tomlin scoring has him scored as a 23, but he is in a number 3 car. But this is the MTV Matthew Garrett, number 3, going around. Caution out. Surf Pro, yellow flag, number 2.
He wants his MTV, unfortunately.
I want my.
Oh,
I want my MTV.
the fence on that one. Now, was this sole accident as well, too, as we go down for the far chase camera there? We got a very expensive drone that can keep up to 200 miles an hour. No, there it is.
There's a 15 with a bump right there in the left rear, and I believe that's Johnson, Peyton Johnson, actually, in the 15, and gave him a little shot there. Matthew Garrett going around. Caution out again.
Peyton Johnson.
That is the father of Sean Garrett, who, by the way, is up in the number 2 position. Wow.
Speaking of
Instant
Peyton
replay
Johnson,
presented by Pulse Poppers.
here we are. We have Peyton Johnson on the
There's
camera, I
Peyton.
believe, for
Hey,
the
what's
first
up, man?
time that we've ever had
Omaha!
Peyton Johnson.
Omaha! Wrong Peyton. wrong. Peyton Manning, I meant. Omaha!
More drivers coming in the pit
Omaha!
roadways, so that's interesting.
Yep. A lot of cars coming out of the pit lane. Jackson Wade leads the cavalry. Trevor Williams, Jeff Merck, Roger Diebold, 2-time winner this year. Randy Nichols, Cofield, Cherry, all on the pit lane. We'll take a pit stop too. Just getting started at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. Super Speedway racing on this Wednesday night. Back in a moment.
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Back here at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. I'm ready to restart it again here. Race recap so far, 18 of 150 laps. When they come back to the line, they're actually 17 of 150 laps. We'll get ready for the restart. Rodriguez up in front. There's the number 6 machine. It looks a lot like RFK Brad Keselowski's Built Submarines entry. Sean Garrett on the outside of the Budweiser number 8. Don't adjust your sets. That's not Dale Earnhardt Jr. Adam Newton and Tristan Bruce on row number 2. Andrew Alzewski got himself a podium a couple of weeks ago. Good to hear from him. Buzzy Mongold. Justin Clapper. Raw as Shane Trotter. Landon Kelly. Top 10. There is the team standings for the NASRA Cup Series. 26-point lead for Blue Lights Racing over Gundog. Mid-pack 72 back, Blue Line 95 back. And the Donut team behind Blue Light Racing 100 points. Ready to bring him back to green. Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone back underway. Green flag. We roll to the midway point of stage 1 here in Atlanta.
And the lights have just come on the circuit as well. So as we're checking those conditions, it's a little overcast currently at the moment, but we'll see how it pans out as we get the temperature up from the tyres As you can see, with Judge Rodriguez in the lead there over Sean Garrett.
For turn 4, there's Clapper, by the way. Good solid run for the Mania Club. Entry number 63 is in 4th.
Took his hand off the steering wheel just for a second to stretch his fingers, you could see. And had to grab hold of that steering wheel once he was in the corner. The only time you're able to get a chance to do that one would be down the straightaways that ways.
Working off turn 4, coming down to the line. Back to the stripe, Rodriguez in the Ford. He leads Garrett back there in his Chevrolet, a Toyota. Adam Newton right there. So all the manufacturers right now sitting in the top 3 on the racetrack. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to keep up with the NASRA 360 Racing Network.
There you are, my friend.
All coverage.
Bit of a spread between all the manufacturers, the 3 different types of manufacturers you're going to find here in the next-gen cars. That's Ford, Chevy, and Toyota, my friend. No Star Trek cars out here this evening there, Wesley, that you're talking about the other day, which is AKA McLaren. And the GT3 series, of course, that we are doing for our Tuesday.
Get the Star Trek appearance back on December 9th, and I think they're getting ready to create a series in January, is what we were told.
And we're heading to, can you pronounce that one again, too? How is your pineapple on your pizza? With your Italiano.
It is Amola, abbreviated Amola. It is the Autodromo Internazionale Anzole Dino Ferrari.
Yeah, we can say Ferrari, like a Ferrari, like it puts some passion
Ferrari,
into it,
it's
you
the
know?
Ferrari.
It's the national car of Italy.
Do you know what Ferraris?
It's Italia, it's Italia.
Luigi only followed the Ferraris. Every time I think of Ferrari, I think of the movie Cars. Remember the movie Cars?
Fastest pit stop you ever
You are the race
fastest pit crew
car.
around, my friend. Yeah, exactly.
Guido this time. You are a race car, a real race car. I follow racing my whole life.
Remember the French character as well, Ted? That was sitting there having a cup of tea or something like that.
Guido in
Formula 1, ex-Formula 1 driver. That
We only follow the Ferraris. Michael Schumacher. Yeah, Michael Schumacher.
No, but Schumacher's not
Michael
French.
Schumacher is in my
Schumacher was in
Casa
it.
Tire. It's Michael Schumacher.
How's Buzzy at the moment? Doing a pretty solid job. Got to give it to
Going from one
old
car
Buzz,
to
man.
name to the next, Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
We get from Cars to Toy Story.
To Warrior Racing
Buzz.
and beyond. It's Buzz. Which he doesn't mind his
Looking
road
good
courses,
right now.
as you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he gets into that endurance series as well. Well, we love Buzz. He's a family member here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, racing for the majority of the series, you'd imagine, as well, too. So, Buzz back in there, and it's good to see Buzz up 13 places as well, too. Running a P8 was. So starting to get a little too wide, maybe 3 wide action in the middle. Yes, we are. We're getting that 3 wide.
Working on 4. Look who's high, way high. Peyton Johnson. Trying to get up under Nichols' car. There's Ryan Johnson now, the 38. Behind Mert. Under 15 to go in stage 1. Remember, we stay green. All 3 stages tonight. Brandon Broadfoot on board with him. The Chico Motorsports entry for mid-pack.
In the mid-pack as well. So conveniently named on that one. But, of course, that's something to say. They're from the mid-pack and they make their way to the front pack on that one for Brandon Broadfoot, who's currently 14th at the moment. And old Pookie, of course, we all know Jeff Merck. He's got his cam on tonight too, once again, that we saw. So he's down 7 places currently at the moment, Wes. But remember, these are some of the drivers that did go down those 9 earlier on in the 2 cautions that we had. Whoa. Speaking of which, Brandon's just had a tank slapper into the fence, my friend, but he's still pointing in the right direction.
Meanwhile, off the back straightaway. Boy, Broadfoot falling outside down the top 20. Had a good solid run, then he just had that little mistake. Goes back to 25th. Leaders work off 4. Coming down to the line here as night settles in. Track conditions will change. By the way, speaking of weather conditions, look at the bottom right. We didn't really talk about it that much. Overcast conditions, northeast mile, northeast wind at 2 miles an hour. Track temp, 69.80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's going to roughly be 70 degrees. The air temp in the sim is 66 degrees. Bottom line, perfect night for racing, even in the sim world there, Dan.
Yeah, I wonder in the real world conditions, I'm going to get the snow off around or something like that at the moment, my friend. I don't know, because it's getting hotter in here in Australia, colder over there in North America. I'll tell you what, it's not.
It is. It's starting to get a little chilly. It's about 72 today. It's going to get down to about 56 tonight. Going to get a little colder tomorrow. Talking about a cold front coming in before Thanksgiving. Sean Garrett, good solid run for him right now. Right on the back door of Josh Rodriguez, who, by the way, Dean, is doing a phenomenal job in the 6th. Led every lap so far as we come to 10 remaining, under 10 to go in stage 1 here at Atlanta.
He has done a solid job. That's the thing you need. Get out in front and stay out in front. Remember, these drivers still will have to head down the pit road, but they're just going to... Well, they don't have to wait for the 8 to go because they're not. There is no caution called at the end of our stage 1. So they're going to go to their fuel capacity of 80%, pending, of course, that there's not another caution. They will have to come at some point. Which, what do you guesstimate that will be, Wesley? Because you were saying here, 30-something laps that they would probably 35? Remember, they
figure 35 to 40 laps, but remember, they literally gotta stay green unless we get a caution on its own. We'll be green flag into Glass Mechanics stage 2. So I got a feeling we're gonna start to see guys pull onto the pit lane within the next, between the next 10 to 15 laps.
Unless, of course, have they saved enough under that caution? Remember, we've had the caution for, how many laps was that caution for? We'll show that race information. 6 laps, right, under caution. That means you're not burning through your full gasoline. Had that been enough fuel saved?
Again, I said between 30 to 45 laps. Yeah. Now I'm going to say between 40 to 45, 50 laps. So if you think about conserving fuel, saving fuel, that's the number I'm kind of thinking of right here when they come down to the pit lane.
I think you're right. I think that caution has actually saved them the fact that to be able to run all the way to the end of the stage 1. And it's a difficult point right now, isn't it, Wesley, with 5 to go? If you get another caution like right now, Newton.
Oh, Adam Newton in the wrong direction. Up against the safer barrier. A couple of more cars spinning as he comes down the banking.
Well,
caution out. Yeah. The third one of the night.
This is just about what I was going to say there, Wesley. What do you do now? Because...
I think you come down the pit road. I really do.
So close. But then again, you're going to lose a potential. There it is. It's tap from behind from Newton. He was trying to hold on to it, but unfortunately, the momentum, the speed, the corner, it all caught up to him.
You behind the top 10, you're coming down the pit lane. I really believe that. And a tough break for Adam Newton, who, by the way, was right there in the top 5. He was in the number 3 position. There goes Justin Clapper right there to the left rear. And sideways, fishtails. Clapper saves it, gets to the bottom as Newton climbs the safer barrier into 1 and 2.
You know, you got to give Clapper.
He could have got collected in that.
Yeah, Clapper lifted off just enough, you'd say, to save himself potentially getting caught up in that one.
That was Nichols, by the way, that dropped down to the bottom and missed Adam Newton. 2-time winner this year, Randy Nichols. Another look at it. This is on board with Nichols. Check this out. Look at this. Look. Whoa! Oh, man!
We had a few cars up the road there too that managed to just hold off into that one. But right back to the live pictures there, Wesley, because we do have some drivers going, but not all of them. It appears that Justin Clapp has gone in. Andrew Olowski, Shane, Ryan Johnson, again for the second time, I think. Trevor Williams there, Tony, Peyton Johnson, Randy, Cody. But more importantly, those drivers that have stayed out, a.k.a. this man that's led every lap, Josh Rodriguez, he's thinking, I'll take the stage points over a pit stop.
Remember, by the way, the stage will end on whatever lap it is, whether it's green or caution conditions. That's something that you also have to consider. Again, so if Josh Rodriguez stays on the track, we're working 37 of 40 laps for stage number 1, right? So they'll be coming to 2 remaining. Will they go back to green? I don't know. If they don't, whatever lap the lap falls on, that's the stage. That's the stage points that will be handed out. Remember in the past, and a lot of people complained about it. Hell, even the booth complained about it. There were times where there would be an accident and 5 laps, they'd say, oh, the stage is over. And people were like, no, we don't like that. Let's end the stage on the lap that the stage is on. But remember, tonight here at Atlanta for the 49 North Collision 225, there is no caution at the end of the stages unless, Dean, they happen, organically,
Exactly.
like they have.
Yeah.
Like, just the way they happen on their own.
Well, that's what flipped it around, because we were just debating with that about 5 to go, saying if there was going to be a caution called, what would you do? Situation has arisen that those top 6 drivers have elected to stay out. The rest of the field have gone down once or twice. Now, you have to say Matt Cherry is the leading car on pit that's had pit road. So he boxed on lap 16. He's currently at the moment in P8, P8, alongside Kevin Edwards, who's also taking a pit stop. But Wesley, in order to win that stage break, they're going to overtake 7 cars in a matter of 1 lap. Not going to happen, is it? So stage
you're exactly right.
Looking good for Josh Rodriguez, unless Sean can get a good launch here in that number 8 and try to steal that stage 1 points away, because we're going to have just as one lap.
By the way, we will get at least 1 more lap before stage number 2. Lights are off on the pace car. You see they're getting settled up for the restart. Rodriguez, Garrett on the front row. How about Raul Meza? He's in 3rd, climbing 22 spots to 3rd. How about Matt Holmes in 11th up 27 spots? Some of the high climbers of the race.
It's Raul Mesa, and there he is. He's got his tank top on there. He knows. He's in a position here that if anything goes twirly-whirly up the front here, he can give himself some stage points. And then alongside of the old T. Bruce there. It's a 23. You can't see the 2, but it's a small 2.
It is. Yeah. And we will get ready to go back to the green flag. Still a long way to go in this one. 1 lap remains in stage 1. Please stay off. Stage points are on the line as we go back underway. And look at Rodriguez falling back in front. Garrett behind. Mesa now gets a run on the 8 as they dive into 1. 1 to go. Look at Tristan Bruce up high.
Yeah, and Josh Bruce is hugging the inside line. He knows that's going to be the best possible position you can be. A bit of 3 wide action at the back. But all he has to do is navigate these 2 more corners here, and he'll get himself the stage 1 victory.
Here he comes, working off of turn 4 into the dog leg. We move to the end of stage 1, and it will be, we got a crash in the back of the start-finish line. I saw a little smoke. I think we're okay. Oof. It was Rodriguez, and they're still trying to break apart. Liggington in trouble. A shower of sparks from the Krispy Kreme 00, and somehow we still stay green. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the glass, Dean Hopton. It's mechanic stage number 2 in Atlanta.
There we go, my friend. So Josh Rodriguez gets that stage 1. Who wants stage 2? And these drivers still have to head down a pit road at some point, as you said, Wesley, as we got 42 laps in on the single tank of gas that started this race.
This is glass mechanic stage number 2. This will take us to halfway and to lap 90. So this is about a 50-lap stage right here. 40 laps, 41 laps into it is right now Rodriguez. What a run for Rodriguez. I'm so proud of this guy. By the way, 6 of the top 7 have not pitted.
Yeah.
Just want to emphasize on that. 6 of the top 7 cars have not pitted. Everyone else has pitted 1 or more, except Josh Rodriguez, Sean Garrett, Raul Meza, Tristan Bruce, Ozzy Mongold, and Landon Kelly. I got a feeling they'll come down to pit lane here within the next probably 5 to 10 laps.
Yeah, exactly. I would have to say that one too, Wesley, with the 80% fuel capacity that they're allowed to have in the tank here this evening for the next-gen cars. There's Officer Joshua Suss. He's up 16 places at the moment. He's solid drive there in P8. Oh, that's getting a little too close for comfort ahead. That's the 80 of Joshua. No, hold on to it, son.
Hold on, Suss.
Oh,
no. Joshua Suss into the pack. Everybody stack it up, check it up, and they're wrecking behind them. Jackson Wade, Ryan Johnson.
That was on me.
A host of good cars crashing.
I hope that wasn't on me, just as we're talking about. Well, come on, Josh. I mean, you're doing such a great job. I mean, you know, he probably have a little bit of a, you know, you get mad, but Joshua Suss is kind of like that, the type of bloke that he realizes that there was something was brewing up there at the moment, wasn't there? He couldn't do too much about that.
Says, let me get a swig of water. I'm all right. I'll shake it off.
You can see it. We'll back it up a little bit because it kind of started brewing around here, wasn't it? It's a bit of contact there. Hence the reason why I actually started showing the camera over here, because I figured something was going on here. There's a tiny bit of contact, lifts off.
Well, this works out perfectly for guys like Rodriguez and Garrett and Meza and others that have not pitted. I have no doubt that pit road will be opening up here in just a moment after the conclusion of what is another Serve Pro caution, and they will be coming down to the pit lane for service. Here's a look at it one more time. Clapper into Suss, the 2 on the bottom. That's Brandon New. He's able to continue. Holmes is into the wall. Spinning violently is Ryan Johnson. Jackson Wade. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile entry caught up in it also. Here's a look at it one more time.
You can see at this point.
By the way, the leaders are on pit road. We'll grab them in a moment.
Yep. Oh, there it is. So, bit of carnage for a few of these drivers. We'll go back to the low pitches you mentioned. So, how Josh Rodriguez, the stage 1 winner, heads in there practically of everybody else, but we had 4 cars that stayed out, and they could stay out, Wesley, because they did pit, as you can see in the timing tower, lap 16 and 37 and so forth. For now, the rest of these drivers are going to be pitting on lap 46, essentially. That's the one that they came in on. So, Let's grab Josh Rodriguez. He joins us in the booth right now for the Nighthawk Racing team. Josh, solid run in the number 6 machine. Looking good out there here tonight.
Yes, thank you. It looks like it's a track that's going to be hard to pass tonight, so I'm glad that I got on pole and was racing up there in the front, just trying to keep it calm, and hopefully I didn't get in that mess back there and shuffled out, but looks like it worked out. Try to pass through the field again and see what we can do.
Hey, listen, we haven't ran a super speedway track since Daytona, obviously. Man, how similar or different is Atlanta from these Daytona, Talladega atmospheres?
Very different. You really got to understand the handling of your car while you're in a pack here, because of the fact that at any given time, the air can really mess it up and ruin your handling, and you got to be on top of it. Otherwise, if you're not, it'll eat you up.
Ding.
Yeah, Josh, I was going to say, not a lot of time in oval racing that drivers treat, qualifying as important, but in this particular situation for yourself there, mate, you led every single lap of the race going up to the end of the stage break. So once again, that's going to show you that speed. It feels good to have that clean air there, and it seems that you can defend that clean air a lot better, can't you, than certain other tracks there.
It really does feel really good up front. I know in practice when I was in the pack trying to race in that, it was just, the handling was just not the same. So when you're up front there, you're not wearing out your tires as much, and you're able to keep it underneath you. Otherwise, when you're in the turbulent air, it's just going to mess you all up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is the thoughts of Josh Rodriguez. Josh, good luck the rest of the way, man. Go Nighthawk.
Thank you.
There you go. Josh Rodriguez, stage 1 winner, leading so far. He has led all of the laps of the race until he gave it up coming down to the pit lane. Jeff Merck will now have the opportunity to bring the field to the green. The man up 8 spot, the defending Cup Series reigning champion from Florida. Shane Trotter from Asheboro, North Carolina. Justin Clapper, Cody Nutt now up 27 spots to the number 3 and 4 position. Roger Diebold, Matt Cherry, Randy Nichols, Josh Rodriguez will fire 8th after winning the stage. Just talking to him for Nighthawk. Andrew Alzewski, Tristan Bruce, top 10. Watch that camera. Watch Jeff Burke.
Green, green, green.
We got this concentration.
Watch the facial expressions, the tongue action as we come back to green, ready to roll here in Atlanta. The reigning champion, Merck, now leads the cavalry into turn 1 for the whole shot.
Yeah, he got away there too, Wesley. Pretty good at the launch there. And he knows he's going to be able to attack there. Especially for some of these drivers that just come down now, like 46 too. So whether they took some of those 3 sets of tyres they have available or not will be an interesting situation. Cody Nondon is outside and just tucked in by his Roger Diebold. Just getting on the inside apron there with Randy Nichols, of course, as previous winner here on the Cup Series. So you can see Jeff seems to be cool, calm, and relaxed at the moment.
Cool, calm, collected,
yes,
if you will.
Oh, there's a little bump from Roger Diebold saying, come on, Pookie, get on with it, mate. Gotta go a bit quicker. We're coming. And this pack behind him are coming thick and fast.
You got to be a little bit quicker than that. You almost had it.
Visit Henry. What's that mean, Wes? You've been to this track probably before on the fence there.
Henry County. Visit Henry County.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, visit Henry County.
Roger into the lead on the inside. Jeff's got up high. Nobody's going up with him at the moment, mate. So he's going to let hung and dry unless he just wants to completely get out of this one. He's got a wise old head on Jeff Merck, so he's picking his battles at different time. Here comes Randy, my friend. So we know that Randy's very capable of winning races, my friend. No cam from Randy here tonight, my friend. But
you think he shaved? We don't know it.
Oh yeah, maybe. But he's Mr. Iceman. We got a nickname for Randy. I call him Iceman. You know, Ice Cool.
I call him the
mistakes.
Dynasty of NASRA. Yeah. I call him the Harry Wonder.
Harry Wonder.
The Harry
There's a few drivers sporting some beards in this series, my friend. You saw Brandon Bradford before. What is that a feeling? Buzz's got a nice beard, mate. Justin Clapper's got a nice beard. You got Mr. Mustache himself, Anthony Harden. Peyton's got a beard. Brandon's got a big beard. And that's about it for the cams that we have. Rao doesn't, and Joshua Suss don't.
Oh, they're going on strike tonight or something, right? Yeah.
Well, it's Movember month as well, too, so Anthony Harden, of course, is sporting his mustache on Movember. Here's the mid-pack racing pack where Jeff Merkis, Joshua Suss, we're just talking about before, Justin Clapper. They're trying to make some moves up to that pit stops there. A lot of these drivers around them there, Wesley, they all went down on that last caution on lap 46.
Sure did.
Should have plenty of gasoline in the tank of these cars, as well as whether or not some of these drivers did use tyres and some of these drivers didn't use tyres. And 3 sets are available this evening.
Heading to lap number 55, completed this time. Bottom, they come to the line with now Roger Diebold having the opportunity to lead.
How about Caulfield in the situation? You know, Caulfield's form of late has been absolutely fantastic. He's broken that unlucky streak that he's had NASRA for years. Whoa, that's Merck.
That's Merck. Jeff Burke! Put him on the camera! What's he doing? Oh, what did I do? What's going on?
Justin Clapper's also had a moment as well, too, mate.
No caution, though.
Caution.
Did Merck and Clapper get together?
Clapper might have got together. I think you're absolutely right on that one.
Let's see a replay.
Yep. Things are a little slow for me at the moment here, Wesley, for some reason. This shows Clapper on the inside. I think he might have got into Merck there, but unfortunately, I feel like I'm delayed here in Australia. Things are like click a button and wait 30 seconds for it to react later on. It's like that Eagles song, one of those nights. Is it one of those days or one of those nights? I can't remember. Uh-oh. I think it's severely delayed.
And now caution out.
So I don't know what that caution's caused from. Surely would
Yellow flag out over the racetrack again as we try to find where it happened.
Can't pull up where that happened, mate.
Hey, it finally did recognize that Justin Clapper crashed, but that didn't trigger a yellow flag.
That's like on lap 56.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Under caution, by the way. 5th caution of the race.
Well, it gives us a second. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get anything about that replay unless anybody in the chat can let us know if it's something that they're spotting, they caught. But one thing we can spot for you is what's happening for upcoming Thanksgiving week, my friend. It's approaching very
the
quickly,
King of Talladega. The King of Talladega, presented by Surf Pro. I don't know how they're going to finish out the last couple of days because I told you I'm not available Friday night. I'm not available Friday. I thought it was going to be Saturday for the finale, and then they moved it to Friday. And I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but according to Jacob Reeves via text today, he's not going to be available either on Friday night. So they better figure out something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, listen, when they had the original date back in October, there was a communication. There was, hey, what are you available these dates, this, and this. When they rescheduled it, they didn't talk to nobody about nothing. And that's my soapbox about it. So if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. And it sounds like, Dean, Jacob Reeves might not be here either. You might be producing and announcing yourself. I don't know, brother.
I do that for the big one. Yeah, we'll sort it out. We'll see if it.
I don't know. I really don't know, but I know that it just everything changed. And am I frustrated about it? Yes. I think you can hear it in my voice. But I mean, it is what it is. If I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not.
Well, we do have the big race planned.
You
will be here for all the qualifiers and everything.
Come first. I will be here.
Yeah, we'll get all that
it looks like I will be here Sunday through Wednesday.
We'll get
so I will be here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, Thursday we're off for Thanksgiving, and I was fine with that. The race was supposed to be the duels and the feature on Friday. And now they're moving, or I'm sorry, they were going to move the last chance duels, to Friday and the 500 on Saturday before the Iron Bowl, which, by the way, will be at 7:30 Eastern. So I was thinking it was going to be like a daytime event. But when they changed everything around, they didn't check with Cody, or they didn't check with Dean and I, and or with Jacob, I meant to say. And Jacob's not going to be available. I mean. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do.
It's a weak event, so I mean, there's inevitability that somebody's not going to be available. Wesley, that's just unfortunately the way it is. But thing is,
Brady and Cody might have to end up. Brady and Cody might have to end up calling it. I don't know. Now, if they go back to doing it on Saturday like they advertised, then then I'm available.
Well, obviously, they might have chatted to a lot of the drivers that are contributing into this event, or we're going to be contributing and maybe putting a decision to see who's available and who's not there, Wesley. So that could have been the situation as it is. But
so
anyway,
it looks like the 23rd and the 24th will be the 2 nights of the qualifying races, 3 qualifying races each. Then on the 25th, that's a Tuesday, that will be the last chance qualifiers. And then Wednesday, the 26th, will be the duels. We take off for Happy Turkey Murder Day. We come back on Friday, the 28th, for the NASRA King of Talladega 500. So I can be available Sunday through Wednesday.
Well, we got you. That's the main thing, Wesley. We got you for majority of the event. That's fantastic. So
I say put it back to Saturday. Put it back to Saturday.
Oh, well, I got no control over it. Tell me,
Let Dean
you're
Hopton,
talking
let
all
Dean
days
Hopton
to
call
me.
the race.
I mean, we don't have Thanksgiving
Yeah,
in Australia.
because what Saturday in the day would be Sunday morning to you, I guess?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me on days, of course. I'm always a day ahead, but I've already...
You have to get out of bed early.
I checked my schedule. I'm fine for it. We've done it before in the 500.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had a blast.
I remember getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning for that. That was a ton of fun.
But remember, the date that was the NASRA 500 for Daytona was advertised months in advance, and they didn't change it. What it was what it was. They changed the date. Remember when they advertised it in October, I was like, man, I'm here. I'm for all of them. Got a bye week. Don't have anything scheduled. Then all of a sudden they said, oh, we're gonna move it around, but they'll figure it out. That's the NASRA corporate work for Brady and Cody to try to hash out.
Exactly. They got to balance everything around, and they'll sort it out for sure. What we got to sort out at the moment in our glass mechanic, we got to sort out a few more laps, don't we, in our glass mechanic stage?
They know my policy, Dean. They know my policy. If I have a real broadcast obligation,
yes, sir,
that comes first, and I tried to finagle some things around for that Saturday. Heck, me and you were getting up. I know it'll be late time for you, but at 4 o'clock on Sunday morning after Thanksgiving, we do the November 250 for Talladega, remember?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. All right, let's go back to green. Glass Mechanic, stage 2. Still plenty of racing left to go. We're not even halfway. Diebold. It is the shark, or Jaws, as we call them, of NASRA, leading the field back to green in 1.
Buzzy as well, too, up that P4 position. Matt Cherry, Peyton Johnson, and Raul Mesa. All is to be announced. Josh Rodriguez back up here as well, too, fighting among the P9.
Just messaged me, and they said, damn, Wesley, I've never heard you that mad at NASRA before. Let me clarify. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. It's just a lack of communication that frustrates me. So it's not per se angry. It's just nobody got with us like they did on the original dates and said, hey, if we do this and this and this, and we schedule it to this and this and this, are you down? Are you available? And Jacob feels the same way. So I'm not mad at anybody. Got nothing but love for NASRA and for Brady and Cody. It's just, we got a caution now. Trouble. Another yellow flag. And
Jackson Wade.
The caution out. Lap number 64. Jackson Wade goes around bottom of the racetrack. Turn 4, Jackson Wade. There he goes. He'll pull away. We're under yellow.
Let's have a look.
Take a look at the replay. Is that Broadfoot?
Oh.
Yes, it is. Brandon Broadfoot. Yo, Chico. Reza Ramon. The Reza Ramon of NASRA to the left rear of Jackson Wade and got into him. They go up the track. That's what happened there, Dean. Wow.
Yeah, but there's one positive thing. I always like to say the glass is half full, not half empty. That happened at the back of the field there too, Wesley. So there could have been a lot worse if it was at the front, where there was a lot of other cars. Exactly. So that will be our caution just after we kind of got going again on this one. With Roger Diebold now into the lead, we're starting to pan out. Well, pit stops again. Drivers come down about lap 59, lap 46 for a lot of these leaders at the moment. Lap 37 for both Katie Knott, Shane Trotter. So they're going to be stretching their fuel out a little bit later on. And a few more drivers heading down the pit road like Brandon New, Matty, Brandon Broadfoot, Brandon Schumann, Lennon Kelly, and the Bulldog as well. I think it's time to thank some of our sponsors there, Wesley.
Yeah, let's take a break so I can be done venting. We'll take a break. We got more coming up. Stay with us, everybody. We're not done at the ATL. More in a moment. It's getting spicy. NASRA Cup Series.
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Not even halfway here in Atlanta. Welcome back to our coverage. Echo Park Speedway, the 49 North Collision, 225 rolls on. Two-time winner Randy Nichols now up in front. Beaglestein Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. Welcome back to the ATL. We are not done yet. And matter of fact, the first half of this race saw 6 cautions. We're getting ready for a restart. First, we need to pause for station identification.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Back here in Atlanta, getting ready for the restart. We're not done yet. As Roger Diebold at Jaws, ready to bring the field back inside turn 4 to the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Here they come. Down to the line, it'll be lap number 66. Completed, working lap 67, and we are back to racing.
Yeah, definitely have to keep an eye out there on Randy, the number 69 machine. We know he's got some late race pace, as well as he's got a couple of stage victories as well too under his belt there. Andrew Olowski, good to see him. Cherry's always been up front a few times there. You can never count out, of course, T-Bruce. And one thing which is great of late that we've seen as well too is Buzzy Mongol and Raul Mesa really putting it up there with the Top Guns at the front this season.
Across the stripe, Diebold down to the inside. Nichols will follow. Here comes some cars trying to go up on the high side to get that outside lane working. And so far, as we move closer into the night, it just can't happen. We got trouble. 2-3 cars crashing into the wall up at the top of 1 and 2. Yellow flag will fly. Caution out again. 7th one of the night.
Maybe Jackson Wade in this one there, Wesley, just trying to capture as well too. Who else?
Jackson Wade, Robert Walden, and maybe Steven Lachinsky putting us under caution.
Yeah.
Here's your replay coming up for why we're on yellow flag number 7 at lap 69, heading to lap 70. Watch the replay. Jackson Wade, Walton in front of him. Contact there as Walton gets into the 93. That, of course, is Thomas Aaron. And from there, cars collected as we go under yellow flag. Another look at on the replay.
Just
all right.
It's difficult to say, isn't it? The bounce comes down a little bit too much in front or not. As she wrote, but it bring a few of those cars into play on that one. I think Jackson Wade as well too. That really is. So essentially,
Garrett again. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Matthew Garrett again.
those 4 cars that were
MTV.
together, most of them, 3 of them, unfortunately, had the moment on
Dire
MTV.
Straits would not be pleased right now.
But they weren't the first one that played on the MTV, if you recall. We've gone through this
Video
before,
Killed the
haven't we?
Radio Star.
Video Killed the Radio
Video
Star.
Killed the
by-
Radio Star was the first song.
What's the band?
Oh my goodness! Hang on, you're making me go on the spot. Video Killed the Radio Star. The Buggies, the Bugles, the Buggles.
Buggles or the Bugles, something like that. Starts with a B.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was about to say the Bugles, the Buggles. Bugles are the chips.
Everybody always thinks that Dire Straits
Yeah.
was the first one that was the play, wasn't it, on the MTV? But
Right, and a lot of people think that Amber Pacific was a singer, and she did sing the song, but it wasn't the original. Video Killed the Radio Star was sung by the Buggles.
yeah. That's,
And that was the
showing
first song
our
ever
age.
played on MTV.
First
Yeah.
song ever played. And old
MTV,
CRT
somebody-
televisions back in the day as well, too. Big, heavy, huge family pieces that you'd have. Not very big, of course, but and that lovely, that sound, that high-pitched sound that they would make when you turn them on as well, too, with the EHT transformer. And then you turn them off, and of course, nothing like the old static snow, right, that you get when you turn it, go shh, and it's just all full of... It's background cosmic radiation, I believe, is actually what it shows, if you want to get scientific. But, yeah, CRTs.
Listen, I remember as a kid, this is no lie, people. I remember as a kid growing up that, I used to use my television as a radio.
Yeah, you could.
Believe it or not.
you
No,
could.
just hear me out, guys. Hear me out. There was I think it was channel 6, I think it was. And if you turn the tuner, now I used to literally find a way to pick up the radio station QDR on my television. And I would literally watch TV, and then I would go to bed, and I'd turn on the little tuner and listen to the radio while I went to bed at night.
Well, they operate on similar...
Darken the screen.
They operate on similar frequencies, so absolutely. Sometimes, of course, you've got UHF. Ultra,
By the way,
VHF.
this was one of those flipper switcher black and white televisions.
I had flip switch black and white television. Here's Schumann as well too. So as we're going, somebody's at McLovin out there saying, "Let's go, Daddy Schumann," who is catching back up to the lead cars as we're about to go green very soon. He should get back in the end of the snake there.
My bookie, T. Bruce has this.
Yeah, well, T. Bruce currently at the moment in P5, down 1 place from where he is, but he did pit on lap 46, Wesley, so looking good for a bit of gasoline and tyres. Come to think of it, T. Bruce did take tyres, maybe 1 set of tyres on the side of his car. Almost a 12-second pit stop stationary indicates to me that he took some tyres. Those cars that are up ahead from him, Wesley, everybody ahead of him, only took a 6 to 8 second pit stop, so I don't think he took tyres. I think T. Bruce has boots underneath him. They may be made for walking. His boots are
Ready
made
to
for
be
walking.
green flag.
And they're going to walk all
One of
over
these
you.
days, these boots are going to walk all over your head and your foots and your legs. These boots are going to walk all over you. By the way, that was Nancy Sinatra. Back underway, green flag.
Gonna walk all over you. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, well, let's see who's gonna walk over the rest of the field. Let's see who can walk their way into Glass Mechanics Stage 2 victory. Well,
Jessica Simpson remade it, but it was nothing like the original song by Sinatra. Heading to halfway, by the way, and about 13, wait a minute. About 17 laps left to go in stage 2. Look at this now. Diebold in the lead. Cherry right there in the Chevrolet Performance. 45, the Bumblebee is going after him. The black, the gold, the white of the number 45 right on Diebold. And Nichols is right there comfortably in third.
if you're talking about the Bumblebee.
Bumblebee! Yes.
Well, he's putting
My
some
name is
pressure.
Optimus Prime.
No,
Are you Samuel James Witwicky, descendant of Archibald Witwicky?
Have a look at Matt Cherry at the moment. That's what he can see on his camera. So he's bump drafting at the moment there, Roger Diebold. Give him a little bit of a bump. You can see Randy's getting a little bit of bump from Peyton Johnson. But that's all the driver can see from Matt Cherry's perspective. He's got his triple screen set up right in the middle at the moment. He doesn't have to look to the right of his screen where you will see it usually some cars. Certainly won't see it down to the left there, Wesley. But at the moment, that's the beauty of having the triple screen set up, because you want as much vision as possible.
Yes, sir. 75 down, 75 to go. 15 remaining in Glass Mechanics Stage 2. Break some glass there, Dean. Break some glass. Break some china.
Oh, sorry, Mum. I didn't drop it. I swear it was Wesley.
Wait till your father gets home. No more.
He's out
no
mowing the
more
lawn at the moment,
just
mate.
for you.
He's an 85-year-old man mowing the lawn. It's like, why don't
There
you
you
get
go.
out there and do it? I'm broadcasting, Dad.
Dad, I'm working on the computer.
In the middle of the Australian summer, he's out there pushing the lawnmower around. Give him credit on that.
75 down, 75 to go. Dipole now in the lead. Cherry and Nichols are right there, ready to pounce on top. Can't get him yet.
To go. Oh, Randy!
Whoa, trouble! Oh my goodness! It is Randy Nichols going around, and they're still crashing. And there goes your pick.
Oh,
Tristan Bruce is involved. Bruce, Chew, Johnson, and so many others crashing in 1 and 2, the big one.
Yeah, that's a big one, all right. That's involved a lot of cars there, Wesley. You got 15, Peyton Johnson.
Tristan Bruce just missed that crash.
Wow.
Look at Johnson. Look at Albright.
Oh,
Chew.
they're still wrecking.
Garrett and Newton and Lachinsky. What the hell?
I think we got beef out there, Wesley. I think we got beef because that's Dane and a couple of cars turning now. Why would you be...
Dane Hagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dane Hagen there in the Oscar Mayer entry. Speaking of beef, we got beef hot dogs in the 39. I wish I was what's this again? Oh my goodness, watch this.
So where does it go? There. Here it is.
Look at how lucky Tristan Bruce was, and Alzewski, parting of the Red Seas from the Bible. I saw Tristan Bruce drop down to the bottom of the apron. That's what I thought. He got collected in it. Somehow he didn't. Look at these other cars, though. Albright and Garrett and Chew. Is that Cody not in the fence? It is. It is. It's also the 5 of Holmes. Wow. We'll look at it. On board with Matt Holmes. This should be interesting. Way up ahead. Way up ahead.
Oh.
I mean, look at this. It was just like a scramble down below the bottom of the banking. And nobody had nowhere to go in it. It's a scramble, baby. And you get caught up in it.
I want to see if there's beef that happens around here. Look. Now...
What is this about? What? Yeah. Watch the Dan Hagen car. He was probably the one that you probably should watch the most. The Oscar Mayer car.
Let's have a look at Dan Hagen.
It's already happened on the backstretch. Yeah, there it is. Watch this again. Oscar Mayer Mobile, number 39. We're gonna follow this from the accident all the way to the back straightaway. What happened in post crash? Watch this. So he's down, he's below.
Yeah, he didn't even get tapped by anybody
Yeah.
at this point. He's trying his best to recover it, of course. Goes straight up into the fence. Now, you'd have beef at the fence. Absolutely.
Now, what am I missing here? Okay, so he comes down the banking.
To the 3.
They pull away. That's Broadfoot, by the way, in the 22.
Yeah. Nothing.
There's Holmes.
He gets away there, so I can't... Well, who was it?
No, right here. Stay with it.
Yeah.
Stay with it. Adam Newton.
Oh, the Ford just spins by himself.
He just lost it. Yeah, Adam Newton lost it.
And that's where it caused that caused
And
the
then
3
Garrett
going
into
on.
Hagen.
Yeah,
there it is. That's what happened.
No beef,
okay.
No beef. Just cold tires and trying to get back under that. Okay, that's fine. Wow, well.
That's what you
Sorry,
call
Jacob.
cold hot dogs. Yeah, cold hot dogs.
No beef.
Yeah, cold hot dogs.
NASRA rivalries out there from... Nah, we thought that there was something brewing up. Hey, we're entertainers. It's our job to overhype everything to what it
McLovin, I have to agree with you, buddy. He got lucky. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you mad, Bruce Nation, but he could have got caught up in that crash. That's not skill. That's luck. And so did Andrew Alzewski. We will get ready to go back for a restart here. 80 of 150 laps. 70 laps to go. Dean, what's your take of the first half of this race, man? It's been yellow flag, caution flag fiesta.
Well, we've had
typical Atlanta, typical super speedway racing.
After the first couple of cautions, Wes, we had some good green flag racing all the way to the end of stage 1. So it's good we get to stretch those fuel tanks a little bit and also stretch those tyres for these drivers, make their way up through the strategy. Now it's been a few more cautions here for stage 2, so we haven't had a really long running in order for some of these drivers to take advantage of those sets of tyres that they've chosen to use. Not all drivers have chosen those tyres. Some drivers will be saving those tyres up later on to help them get closer to a race victory. So nothing set in concrete.
We're going to have to agree to disagree with the Bruce people because they're saying it's all skill. I'm sorry. I think he got lucky. So did Andrew Alzewski. So we'll agree to disagree. We go back to green. By the way, if he's got all hands, tell him to make sure his numbers match his scoring ticker next time. He's in a 3. Scoring ticker says 23.
He's got a 2 on the side of it. He's just made a really tiny 2.
I think it's illegal.
You need to get your telescope out to have a look at it right there. There he is on the back.
I think it's illegal. It needs to have him big enough where we can see him. I think he does it on purpose. Back underway.
There was a protest, I believe, from Cheever.
Yeah, listen, it pisses me off when I can't call a race when the numbers don't match what's on the scoring ticker. And to pull shenanigans like that with a small 2 in the 3, come on. Let's go back underway with Diebold.
I reckon you settle it.
It is Jaws in the front.
You settle it in paper, rock, scissors between him and the driver that's got the 23. And then settle fair and square after that. So with
the guy in the 3, but Garrett?
Yeah, with Garrett.
Or you ask Justin White from the NASRA Cup Series director, who was the first guy to sign up for membership. And we're crashing on pit road. Raw Meza. What in the world? Joshua Corner. There's no caution, by the way.
No,
there it is. Yeah, I was about to say, they got to call a yellow now. They got to. Oh, man. Joshua Corner, Raw Meza. Spinning in the grass.
That's it. All the way through pit lane as well, too. I have to rewind this one back there, Wesley, because here it is. It's not Rao's fault. I believe it happened just up the road. There it is. Just ahead of Rao. He had to take avoiding action. Somebody's off into the fence there. There's a little bit of contact. He's basically out of control at this point. And then, hey, this
then there's Joshua Corner and Raw Meza.
Might as well say go hide in my pit crew whilst I'm at it. Maybe thinking about a pit stop as well, too. There's no way going to hold it up in time.
He never hit the wall.
No.
He never hit the wall. We need to go on board with Raw Meza. By the way, Shane Trotter was the one that got caught up in the grass. There it is. I'm talking about the 37. He never hit the wall when he slid across the racetrack. Watch this again. Or at least in the pits.
That's the 33.
By the way, that's Jeffrey Johnson the third. There goes Shane Trotter. There's Meza. Just that little side draft contact. Now watch this. Now you see Trotter.
Yeah,
watch the 37.
Oh, he jumps it as well, too. Still keeps that out of the...
Stay with the 37.
Yeah.
He never hit the wall, even on pit road, even though he went through the drainage ditch. That was awesome.
Yep. You might want to pull Rao in for a chat, my friend, after that. That was, That was a moment. We got some of the drivers heading back down to pit road again to get a splash and dash, maybe chip out some repairs as well. That's Coulthard Newman. Grab Rao Meza and let's have a chin wagon to him, mate, because you got to give it to him. He had to come back down to pit road again, but unfortunately a lap after. He's sitting there at the moment. I'm not sure if he's going to be too happy.
Kristen Bruce says the number is iconic. I know the number's iconic. I know about the number 3. But your scoring ticker advertises you as 23.
That's true, yeah.
So put a big 2 next to your 3. There you go. I'm done. My vent is over the night.
Otherwise, Wesley will have beef.
It's not just NASRA. It's other races I work too, and I'll tell them, look, guys, make sure your numbers match the scoring ticker.
Well,
I mean, I'm not singling out Tristan Bruce or anybody that's got. It's just
T. Bruce is in the Florida Cabinet Distributors endurance race that we're having on December the 9th. And what a fitting track.
We got a little time off.
We get Christmas colors as well too for the Italian flag. Of course,
it is the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Dino Ferrari.
Dino Ferrari, sì.
Enzo Dino Ferrari. Imola, in short. Imola, in short.
Yeah, classic track. Unfortunately, where Ayrton Senna, the late great Ayrton
That's
Senna,
had
lost his life. The Brazilian driver. That was,
really?
Yeah, one of the greatest drivers in Formula One. Unfortunately, had an incident where the steering column wheel broke because they welded it. Basically, they saw he needed it a little further forward or something like that, so they added a little piece into it and they welded it, and it broke at high speeds. And unfortunately,
I think Tristan. Yeah, I think there's some type of there is a sentimental iconic for Tristan Bruce. I think he's got. I think when he runs, because he runs real cars sometimes. I think it's modifieds, and his number on his modified is a small 2 with a big 3. So there you go.
We love T. Bruce. And we love T. Bruce's family out there.
There's the 2. There's the 3. Yeah.
I know we're looking
it's
the other
just
way
so
around.
damn small to see without the screen. Look at it. I mean, you can see it now when you zoom in. So,
well, go get you some glasses there, Wes.
It's like pi 3, right? What's pi? Pi is 2, right? Is it pi? Squared? It's 3.
Yeah,
squared 3.
Cubed is 3.
Squared 3.
Is 2.
Yeah, but I think when he runs his modified car, it has that same number. So. And now, the 23, the little 2, the big 3, is closing in on the end of the final laps of stage 2, presented by Glass Mechanic. He's on the outside of the jaws. Roger Diebold, we're back underway. Green. Well, Bruce didn't fire.
Gotta keep an eye on Cherry as well.
And he quickly ducks in line and goes to the inside of Cherry. As they work into 1, Cherry's got a draft. He's going after 19 out of 2.
Yeah, keep an eye on that one. Look at that. Cherry's provided us with the onboard camera. We got the overboard camera, the Florida Cabinet Distributors number 19 car in the lead. There 3 to go. There's T. Bruce, as you'd mentioned. He's in that P3 position for 23.
Working to the stripe now. 2 laps remaining here in Glass Mechanic stage number 2, lap 88 on the board.
Very difficult to overtake around here, Wesley, unless you get somebody to give you a back. That would have to be like Cherry getting the horn saying, T. Bruce, you want to go up on the outside, give you a push. Go ahead.
And we've noticed all night, Dean, the outside just will not work.
No.
Nobody can get nothing going up on the top shelf. To the line, 1 to go, stage 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Lap 90, next time by in a 60-lap shootout coming up here in Atlanta.
It would have to be an absolute risk it for the biscuit moment. And if anything, if Matt does go high and nobody goes with him, he might get left for dry there. T. Bruce will definitely tuck down behind there and get that slipstream from Roger and steal that P2 in our stage 2.
Two-time winner of NASRA comes off the corner. Jaws, Shark, Roger Diebold will win Glass Mechanic Stage 2 here in Atlanta. And now we have settled ourselves for the 60-lap shootout.
That's right.
Because this one's not over yet.
Absolutely not. But remember, Wes, we will have pit stops because there ain't no way they're going to end this race with 60 to go on the tank of gas that they have right now.
Matt Cherry now right there on the inside. By the way, speaking of pit stops, just want to think about this. Some of these drivers like Tristan Bruce or Josh Rodriguez or Sean Garrett have pitted at one time. So you got to think they're either hoping for a caution or they're hoping they're going to have to pit here under green flag conditions.
We're about to get past this 28th position car there of Jeffrey Johnson at a rapid pace. No problems here because nobody's going too wide. So Jeffrey Johnson did the right thing, goes up to the fence, and is going to see a whole bunch of cars put a lap on him for the first time this evening. So good call from him. Got out of the way. Didn't want to spoil his part there, Wesley.
Roger Diebold out in front right now.
We got 2 packs of cars too, Wes. So you got this pack of train which goes all the way down to Maddie and P21, and then you've got the second pack led by this man, Raul Mesa, and he's trying to tag these cars of Adam Newton, Brian Chu, Kevin Edwards along with him in that little train of downforce that will stick together on the Speedway.
Tonight, Raul Mesa makes the 462nd career start of NASRA. Obviously, we mentioned him sliding through the grass earlier. Mesa in 37, the Surf Pro entry now 22nd. As Diebold looking for another win in the 19. Here he works off the corner. Cherry right behind him. So is Bruce. And how about Cody Nunn?
Yeah.
In 5th. What a run. What a comeback.
26
by the way.
places up.
Yeah.
For one of the boss men of Cody Nunn.
418 career starts tonight. He has never won in NASRA. Have you ever? Did you know that, Dean? He's never won a NASRA Cup or a NASRA event. A NASRA sanctioned race. Never.
Yet. Tonight could be the night for Cody to win this one because being in P5 is a good position, of course, with plenty. Anything can happen. If he gets himself a nice short pit stop there, Wesley, you know, and can manage to jump out ahead of everybody, and then he get a few cautions late in this race, and he's in a good position. Track position is key to this race. So I think if it does come down to another pit stop and you get out ahead of everybody, it's going to be difficult to overtake here. So I would be thinking about, you know, your perfect pit stop right now. If it's the last pit stop, these drivers are going to have to do.
Got a Phillip pit road will open here with about 45 to go. And we'll see green flag pit stops unless we get a caution. By the way, Cody Nunn, career start 418 tonight, as I mentioned, has never won in NASRA. 18 top 5s, 107 top 10s. He's looking good as right now we watch the field rock, roll, and rumble at the ATL across the start finish up into turn 1. And look at now Suss. Remember, he got wrecked earlier. Burleson on his inside driver lap.
Yeah. Be careful there, Suss. He's the only one that's gambling for a too wide moment. There it is. So he's got Justin Clapper just a little bit behind him in the 53. So he's also having a pretty good race as well. It's Tony Burlington up next to him as well, too, for 79 machine. 15 and 21 places up on those drivers, with Justin Clapper in play to his left.
Closing in on 50 to go next time by. By the way, don't forget NASRA Cup Series will be off next Wednesday night in observance of Thanksgiving and the Kings of Talladega. That will start Sunday. I'll be with you guys in the booth on Sunday night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. 50 laps to go. Does anybody got anything for Roger Diebold? He's the Pied Piper now here in Atlanta.
Yeah, that was up on the inside there because we've got a lap traffic to get rid of. Justin Clapper just on his inside at the moment. What about the Tiny Horse? He bites his time to be patient on this one. The Tiny Horse knows, well, he likes to be winning races. And at the moment, he's currently in P10th after starting a little bit back from his qualifying performance. So we'll see how it pans out. But Diebold still in the lead once again. We know it's difficult to overtake around here at the moment there, Wesley. And we heard it before from our Stage 1 winner. Track position is key here this evening.
Roger Diebold, as I mentioned earlier, a two-time winner at NASRA. Both of those wins coming in the Cup car. Solid run for these men here as they work back into the corner again. Down to the inside. Look at now. Here comes Cherry. Matt Cherry. Don't disregard how good Cherry is. By the way, Diebold, career start. Number 132 tonight. 2 career wins. 41. Top 5, 70 top 10s. And with now 47 to go, Matt Cherry starts to turn on the pressure. He's trying to get a run on Diebold. And remember, these guys are going to have to pit any moment. They pitted last time on lap 46 of the race.
Got to be teammate communication, isn't it? There it is. So Cody Knight heads down to pit road. So I'm just wondering when there's going to be a bit of a communication between some of the teams to say, come with me, my
Mongold.
friend.
Yep, Fuzzy Mongold, Cody Knott, they're in.
Yeah, they're teammates as well, too. So they've worked together on this one because you can't get left alone on a speedway. As you know, Wesley, you've got to have your friends to come in there so you can get yourself a nice bump draft. That's what we're seeing with that second group of cars earlier that I was talking to you about with Raul Mesa and Adam Newton and stuff like that. They need to stick together, of course, because if you get out of line, you'll be in trouble here. What did they say about isn't that a saying with a cherry on top? That's what Matt Cherry at the moment wants to be, on top of the timing boards up there to your left at the end of this race. He wants to replace that 45. He wants to split that 19 down and get that 45 to get himself a win, which should be first win, wouldn't it, here in the Cup Series this season?
By the way, I just want to re-clarify, Roger Diebold has never won in the Cup Series. I just want to re-clarify that. Roger Diebold has a win in the trucks and in Xfinity, the old NASRA Blanchard Xfinity Series. As I said, a two-time winner, meaning that he has won two times at NASRA. As Raul Mesa, the all-time starter in NASRA, has stalled in the Surf Pro. 37 brings out the 10th Surf Pro caution of the night. Oh, that's Cody Knott! Cody Knott slammed into the back end of Mesa.
What happened?
Oh, no!
I was trying to find Raul's camera here for a second there, and what is Cody doing?
Raul Mesa with a problem. Cody Knott just slammed into the back end of the 37. What in the world?
So is Newton behind him currently at the moment? So there's Mesa.
That's right on the 37 of Mesa. Yeah, and he gave him a bump. Yes, sir. There it is.
I don't think he avoided the fence this time around.
Now watch this.
It's the other.
Mesa into the fence.
Yeah.
This damages the toe end. And now watch this. Stay right there on that angle. Nowhere to go. The 26, he's coming at full speed.
And was Cody, right?
And Mongold got crashed. Yeah, it's Cody Knott and Buzzy Mongold. Remember, they came to the pit lane together?
Yes.
Remember? In
Yes,
pairs? Teammates? Watch this. Oh, this has got it. Oh, boy.
Now, it's interesting because Raul started to move a little bit. Was it because you're not supposed to move?
I think Cody committed to the top.
Right.
And when he did, it was too late when he tried to drop down. Look at this. Look at that. Out of nowhere. Look, can't see. You can't see.
Yeah.
He couldn't see him.
They need more lighting at this track. And Buzzy as well, too, had nowhere to go.
He couldn't see him. By the time he got up on him, it was too late. Watch it again. This is with the 12 now. This is what
Buzzy couldn't even see anything at all.
From Knott and the 37 up ahead. I mean, you don't see him. Look. You don't see a car up ahead until about now.
There's a caution light, but... Whoa. But there's a caution light That's shown, and it was just shown late, but you'd have to say, wasn't it? That caution light was very late. You'd have to give it to the. You'd have to say that the marshals around here are a little slow.
Show it again. Show it again.
Yeah.
Show on board with Cody Knott.
Yeah.
And watch the caution, the Willen Engineering light.
Yeah,
watch the light.
Look at the green. They're all greens, right? So you got to remember too. So they're thinking, okay, it's green flag conditions. No reason why Cody needs to lift
Still
off.
green. Still green.
There's the caution
still
call.
Green.
There's a caution.
There's the caution. He's full send down the backside. I don't think he saw him.
I don't think he saw him. And then until the second light comes there, and then just realizes there's a car on the track. And of course, he lifted just a little because I think he got the message to say that there was a caution. Well, there you go, my friend. So, wow, pace car lights are on still. They should. I don't know. You want to pull Cody in and ask him about that, my friend, and see what Cody thought of it? Because I think you're right. You got.
My goodness.
We can quickly pull him in if you want.
That's heartbreaking for a guy like him because he had such a good run going for him. Him and Mongold committed to coming down pit road together. Let's bring in Cody real quick.
They should maybe extend this caution because there's still half the pack out there.
Cody, broadcast booth, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, from my perspective, I didn't see him. Did you not see him whenever he got in front of you and it was too late? What happened, Cody?
No, you hit the nail on the head. I could not see him. His car blended in beyond belief, and I just too much damage were done, basically.
Oh.
It's frustrating. It really is, because I think you had some high hopes, had a really good run going for you.
Yeah, I was. Man, I'll take the stage points. Hopefully we don't lose too much points. We had a pretty good bubble between me and the next person behind me. But yeah, I could not see him on the track, and he was smack dab in the center.
The driver for Nighthawk, pardon the pun, is out.
Oh, no.
After seeing a car that's not even in his peripheral vision. Tough break. Cody Knott. He'll have to reset, regroup, and get ready for
could have been Cody's
the Kings of Talladega. Back underway here.
Could have been Cody's first victory. I mean, he's right up there to give it, but it is. But now we have a new race leader, my friend. Brandon New.
We do. Guys come down pit road, and we knew that was going to happen. And now Brandon New in the red deuce is up in front. Landon Kelly. Remember Kelly? We haven't mentioned him all night since he was up on the front row when the race started. He's now second. And how about Alabama? Auburn. Cofield in second. No, it's Auburn. War Eagle.
Oh. But did you know that Brandon New was going to be the new leader? We know those puns aren't in there.
That's part of the pun, yeah. Nice segue there, Dean. Yeah. Brandon New is the new leader.
But I tell you what, looks good for the likes there of Kelly, Caulfield, Wade, Diebold, because they all pitted. Brandon New has not pitted. Last time we went down pit road, my friend, was lap 65. So these drivers got to know. He's got to come down at some point. So if they're giving him a nice tow at the moment, he's not holding him up, you just sit back, relax if you're the like of Landon Kelly, because you know he's got to come down.
Under 40 laps to go now. It's New in the lead. Kelly right behind him, and so is Cofield.
What about Caulfield? I was saying, you never count Caulfield out, especially the late form that he's been having. He certainly knows that he could win this race. He started 14th, he's currently up 13th. In this one. Jackson Wade, always a man that can win races. Diebold that we know, and don't count out the tiny horse. And don't forget Josh Rodriguez as well, too. He's back up there at P7 after all those pit stops that he took out of what would you say, like just out of schedule pit stops that they did, but he's the stage one winner, and certainly.
But it worked out in the end. And how about Diebold? He's up to 5th. Yeah. There you see him in the 19.
It's just a matter of time for when Brandon's going to pit. And I don't think anybody's want to go. That's the thing with Kelly. He doesn't want to go out of line just yet and risk going. You can see him pushing along. And see him pushing. Clearly they're a little quicker, but they're not gambling. There it is. So, whoa. New doesn't go to pit road. I thought he was for a second. We are seeing, oh no, it's Kelly going to pit road. Interesting
enough. It is, Landon Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly out of the pit lane, here he comes. Wow.
I didn't know if that was scheduled, or he just scrubbed so much speed. He just goes, you know what, I'm going to lose too much positions. I might as well just go to pit road anyway and splash and dash. I don't think that was
Landon
scheduled.
Kelly pitting. I don't think it was either.
Yeah.
I think there was a strategy to stay out. I think he thought maybe cautions would breed cautions, and he has no choice to come down pit road.
He might have had to take evasive maneuvers there at the moment and scrub. And would you scrub at that much speed there, Wesley, at the speed that he'd end up dropping like 10, 15 places anyway.
Sure.
So rather than doing that, he figured I'll change my strategy up and splash myself so I can get to the end of this race. Because there's 34 laps to go. You can go to the end right now if it fills up.
Drivers, Kelly back out on track again. There goes Mongold trying to salvage some kind of a finish. Remember, Cody Dodd is out. Brandon New in the lead, 35. Now make it 34 to go here at the strike.
You get Nancy. You get Nancy in the midfield, my friend. Again, there it is. How about Adam Newton? He's been
33 to go, by the way. My apologies. I got a little
right there to his right. Tony, Joshua Suss is up there. Jackson Wade and Clapper. These drivers have been hovering each other all night long, mate.
About Adam Newton, man, even though the problems he had, he's methodically worked his way back into the top 15 here.
The unicorn never surrenders, my friend. This cigar smoking unicorn. It'll the bulldog and the unicorn.
The cigar-smoking fabled creature of dreams.
Yeah, the unicorn's favorite pet is the bulldog. Adam Newton right there. We need a picture of the unicorn patting the bulldog of Adam Newton. He's a good boy.
Somebody be creative and create one.
Who's a good boy?
He's a good boy.
Who's a good boy? Good boy.
Justin Clapper, of course, he's been certainly right in the mix here this evening as well. He's been battling it out with Brandon, Joshua Suss, Lowski. A little bit hotter.
Zuski. Alzuski. Hey,
it really ties the racetrack together, doesn't it? That car really ties
it's
the room
fun and
together.
educational.
If you know that from
What,
Big
Progressive
Lebowski.
Insurance? Yeah.
Big Lebowski.
Oh, yeah. 30 to go, by the way. As Brandon Broadfoot now started second back into the top 15. Quiet night for the man from Chico, California.
Fear the beard.
He's the Razor Ramon. The Razor Ramon of NASRA. With Raw Meza, by the way. People out of Chico, California struggling tonight in Atlanta.
Yeah, long way from home there, gentlemen.
Look at us on the inside. How about Clapper, by the way? Sneaking into the top 10.
Yes, sir.
Newton on his right elbow. Here comes now Jackson Wade. So drivers that might have been playing possum in the Snakes patch, staying out of harm's way, now starting to climb. They know it's time to go with 30 to go in Atlanta to get to the front.
Yeah,
try to win this thing.
Do they have enough to go to the end too, Wesley? They all boxed on 108. This is the lap they went down. Pit lap 108. So they've done 20-odd laps, give or take, to show that. Oh, they think they might have enough gas to go to the end. Not Brandon New, but he pitted on lap 65, still in the lead of this race. But unfortunately, if you're a Brandon New fan, he needs probably a safety car at this point. Hopefully the drivers come down with him and he can regain that track position.
Pull off here in the next at least 10 laps because I don't see him going the distance. He did it at lap 65. It's lap 125 coming up.
Yeah. The other drivers around him all lap 108, essentially, from everybody from P2.
Look at Cofield.
But Colfield's not willing to take the overtake just yet. He knows that he's got to come down. A little bit
Now, he's
frustrating.
being patient, and I don't blame him. They pitted at lap 108 and 109. Brandon New last pitted at 65, and the tires have got to be shot on the 2 as well. I think the field is just toying with the 2 right now.
Well, on top of it, Colfield's on a massive... He's got pressure from behind, but nobody's thinking about the 2 wide. There's those cars a little bit further back you go for around Joshua Suss and stuff like that. They're the ones that you're probably more worried about. If those cars start coming up alongside you, then yes, I'm thinking that Colfield will start looking at an overtake on the outside there of Brandon New. But at the moment, they are still back a little bit. There they are. if you're looking at the leading outside car there of Joshua Suss, they're not making massive headways just yet there, Wesley. That's going to be threatening at the front. So at the moment, Jonathan Caulfield is happy just to tuck in there and just let time slide on by, knowing
25. 25 laps to go. By the way, 19 cars on the lead lap. Landon Kelly, first car, a lap down. If the yellow was to come out, which Brandon knew was hoping, just not him being the car that causes it, he would get the free pass to get back on the lead lap to put 20 cars.
He's coming in.
Yeah, here he comes. I think he ran out of fuel. I bet you he's ran out of fuel.
Well, he's close to
I bet you he's on fumes right now.
That
and
means,
now Cofield.
yeah.
And now it's race on, boys. Cofield, Diebold, Johnson, Rodriguez, Edwards, Partridge, and a pear tree. You know it's go time here at the ATL.
Thing is, Wesley, nobody's game to go up in that second line just yet. Apart from Joshua Suss has been running there for ages, but he's not making headway. He's still back in that P12 position. At some point,
look at Diebold.
Yeah, you got to think you've got to go up. You've got to
Ryan
go for it.
Johnson up there now.
But I think you need help, Wes. I think you need help. If you're going to go up there, you need somebody to give you a nice push from behind. Now, where are your teammates? Where are your allies? Where are your mates? Where are your buddies?
Gotta have friends. Gotta have friends. Blue lights, where are you? By the way, that's Ryan Johnson, a winner earlier this year. He won at Dover 2 weeks ago. Peyton Johnson won last week at Charlotte. Peyton Johnson, Ryan Johnson are not related. To the line. Mumford, Alabama's Jonathan Cofield, the reigning NASRA DSR Monday Night Truck Series champion, is in the lead, and he is now got to hold off the attack of Diebold. Johnson, how about Rodriguez? Consistently up there, stage one. He's in the top 5 as well in the 6th.
Yeah, Rodriguez came out.
And they come to the line. It will be the Premier Racing Setups. 20 to go. We go side by side to thank our sponsor. And it is go time here at Atlanta. 20 laps remaining. By the way, mention NASRA and check out. Get 15% off your order. Another 15% goes back in NASRA's pocket. Thanks again to Premier Racing Setups. And now, Cofield trying to hold off Diebold. Diebold get a little impatient as they come to the line here, Dean.
It's time to start moving. It is time to start moving, Wesley. And if you've got those Premier Racing Setups, they might help you move a little bit quicker. Certainly in tricky conditions at the moment too for the drivers, where it seems to be the inside line is the ultimate line for your ultimate racing setup, your Premier Racing Setup.
Field down to the inside. Here comes now Diebold. Working all off the corner. Ryan Johnson, already a winner this year. He's on the bottom as well. At the end of the inside. 18 laps to go. These laps are flying by. They become a memory.
How about Kevin Edwards? We mentioned him as well too. A previous race winner. If I'm not mistaken there, Wesley, he's up there in P5 in number 7.
How about this? Ryan Johnson tonight. Here's something to think about for Johnson. Johnson tonight looking for his 39th career win. He had his 200th career start of NASRA Monday night in the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. Dean, tonight his career start 201. He's looking for his 39th win. If Johnson can get up around Cofield or Diebold. Diebold looking for his 2nd. Cofield looking for his 25th. Oh, and by the way, Ryan Johnson is 3rd for a young age on the all-time win list as Adam Newton was in the wall a moment ago. He keeps going. We stay green. 15 to go at the line.
He still controls it as well too, but that might
how about
be
that for some stats?
It's a wounded unicorn, unfortunately, there for Adam Newton. for Murph's Magical Creation sponsorship, of course, that sponsors the NASRA network as well as the Bulldogs racing machine. But that might put him out of this one unless we get a late rate caution. 15 to go there, as you mentioned there, Wesley, and still no opportunities for overtakes just yet. When they're going to risk it for the biscuit, as you mentioned there, Diebold, Caulfield, and Johnson. Edwards and Sherry are in the background there. Don't count out T. Bruce there, and Justin Clapper in the P8 position.
14 to go at the line. As I mentioned, Ryan Johnson looking for his 39th career win. He's third on the all-time win list at such a young age, by the way. He's only been running with NASRA for a couple of seasons. Started in Xfinity, moved into the trucks on Friday night, then moved into the Monday program, obviously doing well in the Cup Series. Got a win this year already at NASRA Cup. He won 2 weeks ago at Dover.
Caulfield's got some internet in his car there too, so it's Starlink on there, so I'm sure he's got all his telemetry. He might even have the pictures on a little screen inside his car as well too, so he's watching the live broadcast and focusing on the race up ahead. For Caulfield, he'll be focusing.
You mentioned, wow, Tristan Bruce now falling back. He's back to 7th now. Tristan Bruce, by the way, career start number 171 tonight. He's got 14 career wins in NASRA, looking for number 15. How about Edwards? Remember, you think of super speedways, Ruthless Motorsports, and Dean with 12 to go. Here comes the 7. He won Daytona. This is like a super speedway, and the 7's climbing.
Well, you've got to move somewhere. You can't just be tucked in behind the other car right now. With 12 to go, somebody's going to have to think about that outside line, and that's, again, once you get out there, it's like hitting a brick wall with the air, Wesley. It's just going to you punch it, and you're not going to go anywhere. So you've got to have somebody just basically get up into your rear bumper and then give you a shove, give you some momentum, give you some speed. But nobody's been confident with that all night. We haven't seen it at the end of stage 1. We haven't seen it at the end of stage 2. Now we're at the end of the race, at the end of stage 3 coming up. Nobody's still gambling with it, Wes. So if it stays like it is, Caulfield says, okay, thank you. If you're not going to challenge me for the win, I'll take it for the 50 win.
The thing is this, and I've noticed this, nobody is trying to go to the outside, and nobody's driving below the bottom on the inside to get to the left rear quarter panel of the leader at Caulfield. Everybody right now is just at a conga line. They're in a stalemate. The conveyor belt works off 2 down the back straightaway. 10 to go here at Atlanta at Echo Park Speedway.
I just don't know what you can
Diebold, Johnson, and they're starting to pull away now from Rodriguez back and forth. 9 to go. All 4, Dean.
Have a look at the exit speed here at the moment there from Diebold. He gets the speed there, but unfortunately he just doesn't want to risk it. He's sucked in there like a vacuum cleaner. There is traffic up the road coming up soon. I know a bit will come into play because they're all single file there, Wesley, but you can think, if he thinks about going the outside right now, Caulfield could just move a little bit there to cover him off. And then Caulfield's going to sit in the middle of the track here, goes down the inside apron, realises, okay, I've got you here. You're going to have to go around the outside. That'll be too much speed for Roger to scrub off. He's just got to put pressure on Caulfield and kind of maybe sneak up on the inside if Caulfield starts sliding to the right.
Diebold right there on the lock on Caulfield. Johnson on the lock on Diebold. Now Rodriguez is trying to bring up that second pack with the likes of Edwards and Cherry and Bruce now in formation. And here they come. Now here comes the 19 to Diebold. It's the Jaws time. He starts pulling inside and outside. Johnson will follow. You're going to have a friend. You're going to have a friend help you push to get around the draft. 7 to go as they go back into 1. By the way, quick reminder, we're off next week for the NASRA Cup Series because of the Kings of Talladega. We do not return back to action until December the 10th. Remember to put that on your calendar. So we're taking off for a couple of weeks. We've got Kings of Talladega. We're off the following week on that December the 3rd. We come back December the 10th at New Hampshire for the NASRA Cup Series.
Diebold gets synced to, he goes to the right a little bit there. Maybe he's trying to throw Caulfield off there. You kind of think you've got to do psychological games at the moment. You got to maybe thinking about setting a dummy. You just make Caulfield think that, hey, I'm going to go right around the outside, and then you lift a little bit, and then gas it, and then sneak up the inside because he's already tried to cover off that. That's probably the only kind of mind games I can, unless, of course, he gets on the horn there and says, Ryan Johnson, I'll give you a nice Christmas present if you give me a bump draft on the outside lane.
Friends, you gotta have them. Friends, you gotta need them. Friends, you gotta use them. And you gotta have them now. If you're Diebold or Johnson, trying so hard. Look up top, 4 to go at the line. 6 miles remain. Look at Alzewski, by the way. That's the blue car, trying to get something started. And he just cannot get to make something go on the outside. Hung out back in 11th as the field worked. No, wait a minute, my bad. That's actually that's actually Suss's car. Joshua Suss in 13th. But there you see it, top 12 single file. The guy all the way in the back, behind the pack here in this group, is on the outside and he can't climb. 3 to go.
I actually wish we had 20 to go there, Wesley, because they would have caught the second pack very soon. I'll show that on the track. I'll show that on the track map. There it is. There's the first pack. You can see led by the number 1 position, that is. And then there's a lap car coming up very soon. You should see that in the pictures. It kept completely out of the way on the inside apron. And then the rest of the pack. That would have been interesting, isn't it? They caught the second pack, but it's not going to happen. 3 to go now.
Coming to the line. 2 to go. Who will dart out of the line? Right now, it's a stalemate. It is Schofield leading the virtual thundering herd.
Whoa.
And we got a caution. Oh, my! Caution is out. This changes the entire complexion of the race as Kelly's in trouble. Landon Kelly, the car that was going to be the free pass, a lap down now. Remember, you do not get the free pass if you're the cause of the caution. We set up overtime here at Atlanta, Echo Park Speedway. Well, this changes everything here, Dean. Watch this. Adam Newton into Landon Kelly.
Yep. This is right in front of where the leading pack was as well, too. So very, very lucky that it didn't cause a massive pileup. And then you can see Landon Kelly just trying to avoid the fence there to keep that car in this race, which he still is at the moment. And that's when everybody scoots on by. So very, very lucky situation. That's just a single car, just a little bit of a tap. But as you said, Wesley, we're going to get into the situation of a shootout towards the end of this race. Nobody's got to be coming down pit road. You can't be, can you? Unless you're thinking if we go to multiple green, white checkers, are you going to have enough gas to go to the end? These drivers went down on lap 108, my friend. 108.
Position is important. Not pitting. Ain't nobody coming down pit road. Your bed's late, and they're not coming down to the pits unless they surprise me. I just don't see it happening. I see everybody staying locked on the racetrack.
What if you get 2 to 3 green white checkers? You'll be out of gas.
Well,
and then those drivers that have gone down, aka Andrew, Brian Chu, Adam Newton, they will zoom on by if you get another 2 or 3 green white checkers, because you're not going to have enough gas to go to the end. It's a gamble, but then again, they're back in 14.
My thing is this: you're saving fuel, though. You are saving fuel, and we saw what happened in that first stint of the race. Whenever we saw guys go all the way to about lap 65 of the race before they come down pit road, so they were able to go an extra 20 laps on a tank than what we expected because of yellow flag conditions. So that's something to consider. Right now, I guess they're on about a 40-lap green flag run on fuel.
Yes, sir.
By the way, don't forget, starts this Sunday, the NASRA 500 King of Talladega, presented by Surf Pro. We'll have preliminary racing with the qualifiers on the 23rd and 24th. That is on Sunday and Monday. On Tuesday, the 25th, the last chance qualifiers will take off on Thanksgiving, and then they come back on the 26th and the 28th, which will be the Friday and the third. I'm confused. Wait a minute. The Wednesday, the 26th. I'm sorry. I'm all confused now because they changed everything. Qualifier races, 3 each. Sunday and Monday, the 23rd and 24th. The 25th, which is a Tuesday, will be the last chance qualifiers. Wednesday The 26th will be the dual races. We take off for Thanksgiving.
On the 27th.
The race will be on Friday, the 28th of November.
Okay, yep.
There you go.
So, happy Murder Kangaroo Day is on the 27th.
Happy Turkey Murder Day.
No,
yeah.
We take a kangaroo and we murder them on our happy Kangaroo Murder Day.
Oh, really?
No, we don't. I just say. But, okay, so Thanksgiving's on the 27th. Is that correct, Wes?
In the United States of America, yes.
Yeah, well, there's only one Thanksgiving. I don't know any other country that has Thanksgiving, so it must be on the 27th in your neck of the woods.
You don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia?
No, well, it's an American holiday tradition. We don't. No.
I mean,
have Thanksgiving. Why would he have Thanksgiving?
People need to really learn what the true meaning of Thanksgiving is truly about, right? I mean,
but
it's a day of giving thanks, but it's also about the day when the
you've got
it is about the history of the Americans, the Englishmen, and the Native Americans coming together.
Exactly.
But then obviously they turned on one another,
so that wouldn't make any
sense.
So
yeah.
But I like it. I've celebrated many Thanksgiving in the United States as well as even in the Americas as well, to in other countries with my North American friends. So it's a great day. I love it. It's friends and family. And of course we can be racing on that day, as you mentioned. But we are going to be racing right now, my friend.
We're coming back to green now. Yes, sir. There's 3 miles remaining. Remember, they got to take the Darren's Detail and Shine 1 to go. If they do not, we go back to green. Will the probability be for another caution? Higher rate, yes, than trying to go finish. Cofield wants this thing to get to the white flag. He wants everything to go smoothly in 1 and 2, Dean.
And nobody's got up the second light as well, too. Maybe a little bit, but it's scrubbed the speed too much there, Wesley. So exactly what it is, it might have been Justin Clapper up there a little bit. They're getting a little antsy there, but what can you do here to beat Cofield? To the line, to the Darren's Detail and Shine line, my friend, with 1 to go.
Jackson Wade battling there a moment with Bruce and Clapper. Now they try to go 3 wide. That's Alzewski. 1 to go. Race is official. 1 attempt at overtime. And this is go time. Now finally somebody going up on the top shelf where Grandma hides the dentures from Grandpa. And croissants for Thanksgiving too. Down into turn 3.
Whoa.
Bush, shove, Johnson in the Cherry. They're crashing. Cherry's airborne. Big trouble in 3 and 4. Meanwhile, War Eagle, Jonathan Cofield holds off the Shark Diebold and wins here at Atlanta in overtime.
Looks like Jonathan
Cofield wins the 49 North Collision 225.
Yeah, and just it looks like Suss, Cherry, Edwards, and Ryan Johnson all had a big accident at the end of the day there. So Josh Rodriguez managed to get himself up in that P3 position because of it. Diebold had nothing in the tank there to get Cofield at the end. Cofield, of course, gets the job done. We know that track position is key in this one. It certainly is for Cofield.
For Jonathan Cofield, he will be another winner in the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors, and he punches his ticket in to the postseason. Very quickly, we need to pause for station identification. If you're listening on the radio, we are at the top of the hour.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Jonathan Cofield will celebrate in victory lane as another winner, joining the likes of Ryan, Peyton, Randy, a 2-time winner. And there's the results. We will dissect the finish of this race in a moment, but in his 189th career start of NASRA, Jonathan Cofield picks up the win It is career win number 25 for the man out of Alabama from Mumford. He's an Auburn fan. Hopefully they're winning basketball over Houston right now. War Eagle. Alabama and Illinois playing basketball tonight. But Jonathan Cofield will pick up the victory over Roger Dimebold. Josh Rodriguez, Justin Clapper, Tristan Bruce, your top 5. Anthony Harden, Jackson Wade, Tony Burleson, Adam Newton, and Brandon Broadfoot Dean finishing in the top 10, sir. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And still pretty close to those drivers. So Brian Chu there, Andrew Olaski there. Matt Cherry, what is right at the front there a little bit at the end of the day, had to finish in P13 along with Joshua Suss, Ryan Johnson. These drivers did get into a little bit of a tuffle. Drew Ballesteros there and Kevin Edwards, he was also involved in that last couple of corner instance there with old Dino a little bit further back there in P18. These are the drivers also a lap down at that situation there of Landon Kerry. Old JJ, Fuzzy Mungold, Brandon New, who was leading but had to box a little bit later and couldn't get those 4 laps back there. Matty, Dane, and Raul Mesa. We've still got more, Wes.
Yeah, we still do. Yeah, man, we're not done yet. See the rest of the finishing order. Guys way in the back of the top 20, top 30. Mesa, obviously, what might have been for him. He one time was really strong. See the other drivers here. Obviously, Jeffrey Johnson, Landon Kelly, the late race caution. What might have, he was hoping for that caution, just him not being a part of it. Mesa top 25. The Garrett family in the top 26, 27. Cody Dodd at one time looked really strong. Crashed out whenever he slammed into the back of Raul Mesa, ironically. And in the top 30, Shane Trotter, Trevor Williams, Randy Nichols, Centos Machine, 2-time winner this year, struggles tonight. Peyton Johnson, winner last week at Dover. Charlotte, 32nd. Matt Holmes, Brandon Schumann, Walton, Aaron Merck, defending champion. It's not been a good start of the season for Jeff Merck. He finishes 37th. Stephen Lachinsky, Huck Wigginton, the Krispy Kreme entry for Blue Line back. And when it's all said and done, it is the driver, Josh Corner, Ben Scanlon, Chase Albright, the finishing order. Jonathan Cofield becomes the, if you're counting it, since Daytona when Kevin Edwards won, he is the 6th winner in 7 races so far this year. How impressive is that? 6th winner in 7 points races. Oh, and by the way, the only 2-time winner is Randy Nichols. Coming up, Victory Lane here at the 49 North Collision 225 in Atlanta. It is presented by 49 North Collision. We're taking a break. We grab Cofield and the podium next. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Back here in Atlanta at Echo Park Speedway, the finish has changed for the podium drivers in the 49 North Collision 225 for the NASRA Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series. Justin White has chimed in, and it's because of what happened on the last lap in the last couple of corners. Let's put it in full-time mode, speed mode, real mode, and here it is. Dean, we're understanding that the Rodriguez car, the 6, went below the line, pushing Cherry, crashing because of not giving his spot back. He forfeits third. Justin Clapper will now be credited the third position. There it is right there. There's the shot. Yep. Rodriguez down below the bottom of the red and white line. And honestly, Dean, that's what caused the crash right there with Johnson and Cherry. It was Rodriguez below the line. Maybe he didn't read in the rule book. You can't go below the line. Even on the white flag lap, it's not fair game. And because of that, Clapper will finish third. Look at Tristan Bruce crashing.
Yeah, exactly.
Him and Jackson Wade crashing across the line. All this happening, by the way, Cofield, the winner, Diebold, second. And now, even though it says Josh Rodriguez is third, Justin Clapper beat Rodriguez and Bruce across the line to finish in the number 3 position. 6 different winners in 7 races. Jonathan Cofield joins us, the man from Mumford, the Bama Bullet, on the road to 200 starts of NASRA. Career start 189 tonight is, by the way, his 25th career NASRA win. War Eagle, Jonathan, congratulations, man. What a race tonight in Atlanta. You're in victory lane, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Kind of gotten involved in a little bit of everything tonight. Qualified middle of the field and got caught in a couple of wrecks and went to the back. I don't even know how I won the race or even remember how I got up front. I think I pitted and took fuel only, no tires, but yeah, just wasn't real excited to come here. I really don't like this place. I think they should can it for next season, but old Atlanta's a whole lot better.
You know, we have to agree to disagree because I like Super Speedway Atlanta.
I don't know. I don't know what it was tonight. I tried to make the high side work, and you couldn't get nobody. No. You couldn't get nobody to go up there. Every time you'd get 3 cars up there, everybody just go below you, and nothing but a freight train on the bottom line, pretty much. I don't know, pretty boring, but it is what it is.
25th career win in NASRA. So that's big kudos to you. What does it mean to win at a track that you hate?
I don't know. Kudos to Diebold for working with me and Ryan Johnson. I'm pretty sure we was just content there running 1, 2, 3. Diebold was telling me he was going to try something in turn 4, but we was both backing the corner up, and I was trying not to let him get a run, and he was backing it up to try to get a run, try to break that bubble. But yeah, man, feels good to get a win in the Cup Series.
Dean, you got anything for Jonathan?
Well, I think you said that, John. I mean, for somebody that dislikes the track, once you got that track position, that was it, my friend. Yeah. And maybe you disliked it because of the fact that it was a little difficult to overtake, but it's all about track position. You still gained 13 places, and you got this victory. And it's not just this victory, my friend, in the Cup Series. It's just your form of general of late there. What's the secret there, Jonathan?
I don't know. Just been having some good runs lately. Good tracks coming up on schedule. So got all the computer quirks figured out, VR quirks. So finally getting back on the roll again.
Well, Jonathan, before I let you go, man, please thank your sponsors. By the way, as I mentioned, heading towards 200 career starts. Tonight's career start number 189 for Jonathan Cofield from Munford, Alabama, the defending NASRA DSR Monday Night Truck Champion, and obviously 25th career win of NASRA, 79th top 5 and 122nd top 10, building his ranking, climbing the ladder, no doubt about it. By the way, if you're doing the math on the most wins, he is now, I'm impressed. at 9th on the all-time win list with 25. So there you go. You're tied with Ted Wade. Thank your sponsors, Jonathan. We'll see you next week for the King of Talladega, buddy.
Yeah, man. Just done my entry for that. Can't wait to do that. I'm gonna run a Monday race because I can't race on Sunday. But yeah, just appreciate everybody at NASRA, all my teammates at Blue Lights and Blue Line Racing, Murph Maverick Creations, Conservative Police Survivors, Starbase, 1552 Comets, of course, Florida Cadent Distributors and Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Cofield Supply and Service, Lions 3D Designs, and just everybody that has something to do with NASRA, man. All the admins and especially you broadcasters. Can't wait to go back and watch it.
You know, we're friends, Jonathan, but we're kind of we're frenemies next week.
Yeah,
we're frenemies next week. So
yeah,
you know.
I'll send you some hate stuff on Facebook.
Jonathan Cofield, everybody. He loves Auburn. I love Alabama, and the Iron Bowl is next week in Auburn. A matter of fact, Jordan Hare. So there, but yeah,
here we go.
Yeah.
You know why the Alabama pulls for the dishwashing soap, right?
Why?
Because y'all can't spell elephant.
No.
Wow. Well, you know what? Y'all are so confused. You got two damn mascots. You don't know whether you're an eagle or a tiger. We'll see you next week, buddy. Jonathan Cofield, everybody. You always got to have a comeback, Dean, right? When he attacks you, you got to come back and have a rebuttal.
Yeah,
you know, it's got to be because you can't let him stick you.
Yeah, but then he just wins races. So I don't know if he really
And then he wins, exactly.
That's
right. That's right. Let's grab Jaws of NASRA the Shark. Roger Diebold, by the way, is a two-time winner. He was looking for his first career NASRA Cup win. Got to settle for second. Nothing wrong with that. Got a stage win. Solid run for you, Roger. How you feeling, man? Feeling here in Atlanta?
Man, I don't know. I like the super speedways. I seem to always find my way to the front on them, so they don't bother me. I'd rather run super speedways every week, or an extreme short track like Martinsville or Bristol, if it's my picking. But man, yeah, I don't know. It is really tough to pass here. Like it's once you get the bottom line formed up like that, I mean you pretty much have to move somebody out of the way to go forward unless you got enough people and y'all know how to side draft. You can kind of work the second lane. I know we were trying it earlier, but man, it's tough to pass here.
Is it the car? Was it the racing at night? Is it just, I mean, what was the reason why you could not pull out of line? And obviously I know the answer. If you would have tried to pull out of line, you felt Johnson or Clapper or somebody would take the spot. But I mean, you got to have somebody go with you. Is because you know, is it because y'all didn't have friends, or is it just the fact that the outside lane was just not working tonight? And why does that happen? It seems like with this car particularly, we see it at Daytona, we see it at Talladega, we see it here in Atlanta, where sometimes the outside lane works perfectly. And then other times it's like you've got to stay locked nose to tail. How do we fix that, by the way, Roger? What do you think?
Man, if I knew the answer to that one, I probably would have won the thing. But no, I have no clue. I think this track is different than like Daytona or Talladega because this has got the quad oval. So, you know, I think coming through the front straightaway, it's a lot tougher to stay locked into a side draft. So any momentum you would have gained coming out of turn 4, you kind of lose all the way down the front straightaway with everybody cutting into the middle and cutting back down to the bottom. So, man, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of at its max speed with whatever gear was in it, I guess. I mean, I really don't know. These things just don't like to. Once you get lined up like that, it's so hard to form a second lane and go around.
I can tell you how to do it. You use a push to pass.
How do you do it?
Use the push to pass.
Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness, here we go.
You use a push to pass. It burns your fuel, right? And you have so many of them you can use during the race, and then they'll give you so many extra horsepower, like last minute to use it, as well as the other drivers can use it to defend against too. They do it in the super formulas and stuff like that. And it makes for
They
great
push the
excitement.
passes on road courses, not speedways.
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
IndyCar,
you
the
can-
Indy
you can
500 will
add-
have push the pass.
You can add it in this. The only reason why they do it in the real world because it's unsafe. But hey, you drivers aren't going to get hurt out there in the virtual world if you do it. So I'd say push the pass if you want it. And then if you've saved it and Roger's saved it and Jonathan's, for example, used a lot of it to defend, then you could see that that extra horsepower benefit towards the end. There you go. I've got
Push
all
the
the
passes
answers.
like go for dos.
I've got all
Push
the
the
answers.
passes like go for dos.
I need to add that to my button mapping or something. I was pushing
Yeah.
every button trying to get around
Well,
them. But
I mean,
Do some
iRacing
testing,
won't
do some
do it
more
because
R&D behind the scenes.
They copied the real world, but hey, we're in a virtual world. We could change things up a little bit. But anyway, that's just my answer to that.
Well, Roger, before we let you go, man, please thank your sponsors. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, Bubsy. Are you running the Kings of Talladega?
I mean, I'm going to California to visit family for Thanksgiving, and all I got
Oh,
out
wow.
there is a 10-year-old Logitech, and I don't trust myself on a super speedway with that thing. It's got no force feedback left on it, and there's a big dead zone right in the middle of the steering wheel. So I've tried it before, and it's a mess.
You could do it on a keyboard with your skills. Come on.
Oh God, I wish. Maybe I'll see if they'll let me throw the old sim in the cargo hold of American Airlines. So
I mean, I know some people that have flown their iRacing rigs on planes before, so I mean, it could happen.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I
Give
want
it to John Candy, John Candy, and to take it across the country on a road course in the movie.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
You're watching too much damn Home Alone. You're watching too much damn Home Alone. Roger, thanks, buddy. By the way, Roger Diebold, everyone, he'll have his 132nd career start tonight. 2 career wins, 42 top 5s, now 71 top 10s from Monrovia. Thank your sponsors and have a great Thanksgiving there, Roger.
Yeah, thanks y'all. Thanks for Seth and his dad for sponsoring me this season tonight and on Monday nights. Thanks to the broadcast team, all the admins that put all this together. I know it's a lot more headache than I want to deal with, so appreciate y'all. Thanks to the teammates for having good restarts, not bailing on me, and all my buddies sitting here kind of doing engineer and crew chiefing and stuff for me, and my girlfriend's that she's got to listen to me yelling until about 11 o'clock at night. So for her to be putting up with me all these nights.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the driver, Roger Diebold. Dare to keep kids off drugs. There you go. Yeah. I mean, drug abuse resistance education was around when I was a kid, and I love that he is still spreading awareness about Dare. There's the Dare Lion, the Dare Togger. I remember McGruff the Crime Dog as well. McGruff, take a bite out of crime. So, and we call him the Shark. We call him the Jaws of NASRA, Roger Diebold. Let's grab now Justin Clapper. Justin, he'll finish in the 3rd spot. Crazy shenanigans at the finish. His 69th career race of NASRA tonight. He has 2 career wins as well as Diebold, 17, now making 18 top 5s and 34 top 10s. And Justin, this one was rather controversial. Stayed in your line, stayed out of trouble. Finished it on the podium here in 3rd, sir.
Yeah, I wouldn't say stay out of trouble from green to checkered. Definitely.
It gets a problem. Yeah.
It definitely got exciting out there a few times, and got really lucky with timing of caution. And it's a shame to see a final lap. Seems to be just continuously these super speedways ending like that, of a guy getting turned around or a guy trying to self-clear or whatever the situation is. But hey, if it puts me on the podium and sit here and talk with you guys, I'll take it all day long.
Yeah, let's put it in real time, and you can watch it down the back straightaway right there. You can see where Cherry and Rodriguez were fighting, and Rodriguez goes below the line. NASRA Cup Series officials say it's fair game. He shouldn't have done that. Give the spot back. He doesn't. Then it causes a crash. He doesn't lift for you or Bruce or Wade, and basically you're just kind of watching all this happen because Jackson Wade and Justin Clapper crash, and you're just right there in position to take 3rd.
Who was it that came down there below that?
The 6 of Rodriguez.
Yeah.
The 6 of Rodriguez right here. Watch it right there. The black car, stage 1 winner on the inside right about now.
I'm just going to go ahead and throw a controversial comment out there right now, but this league needs to start doing something about the same people causing the same type of issues week to week to week. And we wonder why we have this conflict and why we have these issues. Well, I can tell you right now, it is a common denominator to most of them. And I know I'm not a big ally to a lot of guys, and there's a lot of guys that don't like the way I race out there, but I'm sitting here on the podium, so scoreboard for one, and second of all, you see who caused that, and you saw who caused lap 1 last week, so I think we could do the math.
Well, Justin White is very strict in this league, and that's the reason why he also was straight on top of that one, came in there and said, that's not a podium, obviously, for that driver, and then you got promoted.
It's just a shame, I mean, like there's guys up there. I mean, we ran, what was that last run? I mean, you're looking at almost a fuel run that we ran there, single file of guys that, could have made a move there at the end, and it's just, if you get shucked out and you go below the double line, like you can't just clear yourself back on the racetrack. It's not the guys on the racetrack's job to allow you back on. You ended up there, and you made your bed, you got to lay in it. It sucks, but you live to fight another day. Instead, you ruined about 4 or 5 guys' nights. To what gain? Just to get EOL'd anyway. So it's a shame, and I hope there's a solution to it eventually. I don't know what it is. Other than I mean, I can tell you one thing that you could do is, if there's a bad apple in a bunch, get rid of it.
Yeah, because if not, it'll spoil the whole barrel for sure. So definitely some of the thoughts there for the driver. Justin, no man, obviously, you'll finish in the 3rd position. That's got to be a good solid points day, finishing day. And are we going to see you run the Kings of Talladega 500? Are you going to run Talladega for Thanksgiving next week?
It's up in the air right now. Got a lot of stuff, family stuff going on. My stepdaughter's birthday is also the same day as Thanksgiving, so we got some birthday parties going on, family coming and going. So a little bit chaotic in the next week or so, but I might dabble in here and there and see what's going on. And I got some pretty cool stuff coming myself of a new a monthly event that we'll have going here. So guys that are in the Discord can check that out. So that's December 12th. We got that going on. It's going to be a super late model, pretty much a snowball derby charity event for the sponsors on my car. Raise some money for charity. Yeah. So if you guys are interested up there in the booth and want to come in, it's going to be a really cool event. Just shoot me a direct message. Find out about it.
Yeah, somebody find out about it. Yeah, get us the details. Me and Jacob and Dean might be interested for sure.
Always,
because I didn't know if you got to broadcast it or not.
Yeah, always help to help.
It will be broadcasted. I don't want to give a plug to another broadcaster on here, but
okay.
Yeah, out of respect. I mean, actually,
I'm not an iRacer, so I'd have to be in the broadcast booth. I don't know anything about driving. So
you've broadcasted with them before, if that helps. So you may be called for it. I don't know.
V Network, is it V?
It is.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we got them on board, and 50% is all to charity. It's a $20 entry. It's calling it Universal Motorsport Tour. Basically, every month we're gonna do like a full length race.
Oh wow!
We got 3 admins, and we're kind of each admin picks their month in thirds, and then we kind of regroup and come up with the next 3. So right now we got Snowball. I think we're doing our take on the 24-hour, and then we're gonna do probably a Daytona 500 type of thing. But December 12th is our first one, so super late, full length race to the, everything that it is to the actual event. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll have to get a hold of, or Justin, you reach out to me, and we'll get a hold of Bradley Cooper or Dean. We'll see what we can do for sure. Thanks, man. Before I let you go, thank your sponsors, Justin.
As always, Mania Club and the Champions of Hope Foundation. Thanking them for continuous let me branch them out to the world and raise the money. And you can donate now to cancer research for pediatric cancer at mcchamps.org.
Yeah, so awesome what they do with the Mania Club and donations and helping out kids and whatnot. And I do got to say, though, Justin, I made it a point to DVR Monday Night Raw the other night after I got done calling NASRA Truck Series because I wanted to see John Cena's last hurrah. I don't think they gave him the send-off that I thought he deserved. I just didn't. I just.
Yeah,
I'm just not impressed with WWE anymore. I'm just not impressed with their vision. I'm not.
And we've talked about it time and time again, a very money hungry thing. So I think that's what's cool about the pro wrestling world, is just not seclusive to one company. You know, you can branch out to, you know, you have AEW, TNA. I'm big NXT fans in our house. So big event here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This not this coming weekend, but
Thanksgiving
next weekend.
They have like a WrestleCade. Yeah, WrestleCade. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, big deal there. A lot of Mania Club support going to be there. So, yeah, actually, if anybody's wanting to go, shoot me a DBM, and I have tickets available right now. So,
wow, cool.
Yeah, so
there you
VIP stuff. So if anybody's interested, they can message me there. So, Justin Clapper on Facebook.
As the late Humpy Wheeler, the great promoter, used to say, wrestling and racing go hand in hand. So that's perfect, Justin.
They sure
Thanks,
do,
buddy.
Thank you guys, man. Thank y'all for all you
go.
do. Thank you, admins. Thank you, everybody.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Clapper, by the way, he'll finish in the number 3 position after this finish at the end. Dean, results change. Cofield, Diebold, Clapper, by the way, gets around Rodriguez. He will finish 3rd. Tristan Bruce, Anthony Harden, now the new top 5. And, man, your take of tonight.
Well,
a wild one here tonight at Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, it's a wild one. Of course, at the Echo Park
Speedway, Atlanta.
Yeah, there you go. And, well, love it or hate it, it certainly has produced some fantastic, cracking racing here tonight there, and I hope everybody has enjoyed it there as well. Wesley?
Kyle Busch. He reminds me of Kyle Busch, Dean. He's a guy, I don't like this track, I hate this track, but I win at this track. Oh, exactly. Well, everybody, that's going to wrap it up here. And, man, what do we got coming up? We've got NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series.
Yes, sir.
They're going to be, I believe, are they at Talladega this Friday? I think they are.
I can't tell you that one, Wesley. Sorry, it's my day off. So that'll be brought together.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going Dega there, and then Dega again.
Yeah, Kings of Talladega this upcoming Friday night. It's the C.O.P.S Truck Series and the DSR Electric 250. Then we come back. Boy, you're going to be Talladega pooped out before it's over with. It will be Talladega Monday through Friday. Again, I thought it was going to be on a Saturday. Now they moved it to a Friday. I don't know if I'll be here or not. It all depends. I'll be honest with you, Dean. It depends on what happens this Friday night.
Okay.
That's the bottom line. It depends on what happens
Jacob's
this Friday
sofa,
night.
Because we're heading to Bama. We're heading over to his neck of the woods.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's got stuff going on. I mean, he texted me today, and he's like, "Dude, I'm not going to be available Friday or Saturday."
And I'm going to Talladega. I've got to be sleeping at somebody's house. So I'm going to be sleeping on Jacob's sofa.
There you go. I mean, I was going to say you could stay at the Omni, fight traffic on the 85 to get there, but. It all starts this upcoming Sunday night. Jacob, Dean, myself will be with you this Sunday night. It'll be preliminary nights with the qualifying races. And if you remember, it's kind of like we done the NASRA 500, the Great American Sim Race, which, by the way, will be returning to Daytona NASRA in January. But this is Talladega. It's presented by Surf Pro, the NASRA 500, the King of Talladega. It all kicks off this Sunday. There will be 2 nights, the 23rd and 24th of the 3 feature races, or the 3 qualifying races. What was it like? If you finish in the top 10 or top 3, you advance. If you finish in the top 10, you can requalify. So there's going to be the buyback system, obviously, like we saw be successful in the NASRA 500 from back in February. Then we'll come back again. We'll do it again on Monday, the 24th. Tuesday, the 25th will be the last chance qualifiers. And Wednesday, the 26th, we'll have the duels before Thanksgiving. Everybody has a great Thanksgiving. And then we turn around and come back on Friday for the King of Talladega, presented by Surf Pro. Get signed up. I haven't got an entry list yet. I know they're working on it. No fast repairs, fixed setup, 500 miles, 188 laps at Talladega. Dean, it should be a good one, buddy. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Fantastic. Thank you, Wes.
Well, and remember, we are off with the NASRA Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series until December the 10th. We will reconvene. Sound like a judge, right? We will reconvene in my chambers on Wednesday, December the 10th. Everybody, thanks again. Jonathan Cofield winning here in the 49 North Collision 225 at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. For everybody at NASRA, go to NorthAmericanSamRacingAssociation.com. Join us on Discord, how you get signed up. King of Talladega, presented by Serve Pro and the NASRA 500. Get signed up as well, or join one of our amazing leagues. For Justin White with the NASRA Cup Series. For, of course, Mr. Brady LaBeouf and Cody Dodd and everybody behind NASRA directly. For producer, director, color man, Mr. Biggles, Dean Hopton, this is Wesley Outland thanking you and yours for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday for the King of Talladega, the King of Atlanta. Tonight is Jonathan Cofield, and the series returns December 10th. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Take care. Thanks for watching.